sit down in the camera. No, don't just sit down in the camera. Thank you.
We're live. You guys just talk. I'm going to head out and see if the audio is working. What's up, Nicole?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Second annual Rising Affluent
Conference.
hanging out at Columbia University.
Absolutely.
What is your involvement at this year's conference?
Well, this year I am doing the marketing partnerships for the Rising Affluent Conference. So, of course, getting great partners like Wave 45 and Crumb Magazine on the scene to help us cover the conference and promote it.
Talk to me about Sunday marketing.
Just to let y'all know I don't like being on the camera. But Sunny Day Marketing is my company. It's a marketing company where we help business owners increase their brand awareness. So we help them in the areas of partnerships, of marketing, of promotions. Anything you can think of, we cover.
That's a great pitch.
Thank you.
I'm sold.
All right, you heard that. So now you're going to be hiring me, right?
Oh, put me on the spot.
Absolutely.
Yes. We'll make it. We'll talk about that for sure.
Mm-hmm.
New York Urban League Young Professionals. How long have you been down with
Ooh, it's been a long time, about 7 years.
that? Okay.
Yeah.
And obviously you're a member.
Absolutely.
And you hold as communications chair.
No, I'm on the communications committee, but I do media partnerships with them also.
Okay. What are upcoming? I mean, we just did Rebirth.
We did.
And before that, we did State
Or Young Urban New York.
Young Urban New York. So what upcoming events are right now?
Absolutely. That's a good question. But we are actually wrapping things up right now because we take a bit of a hiatus in the summertime. So we probably have one general body meeting coming up. We're doing the elections for next year for 2012 to 2014 executive board. And probably have a couple of events on coming up. But if people want to know, they can go to the website, nyul.org.
I got a mint in my mouth. So.
Really? I couldn't tell. I couldn't tell.
So,
but I love these professional interviews.
How long have you had Sunny Day Marketing?
I launched about 6 months ago, but I've been consulting for a few years now, and before then I was doing marketing for about 10 to 12 years.
All right, so you definitely know the landscape.
Yes.
How many clients are you working with right now?
Right now I have a few clients that I'm rotating. I'm working with a website company. I'm not going to do an exact pitch for them, but they're a great company to work with. I'm working with an elevator company, and it all depends. It's like I do a lot of assessments and consultations, working with hair care and working with artists.
Okay, great. Well, thanks for having us. Thanks for coming on live with us on Wave 45. That wasn't so bad now, was it?
I don't know. We're still live?
Yeah, we're live.
I know.
I'm going to be in the seat like all day, literally all day.
But you like being on camera.
I'm getting used to it.
I think you're used to it. Thank you very much. I think you're used to it.
So, Miss Nicole McGarrell, thank you.
Thank you very much.
No doubt. Anytime.
All right.
I still got this mint ball in my mouth.
You do?
I didn't know I was going live.
That's all right. Oh, the camera looks good. That's a clear setup right there.
Black Steve Jobs, how we looking?
You guys are good. Check it out. Check it out. I'll turn the audio on.
Thank you very much. That's a nice camera there you got.
You stepped up the production.
Yes, you did. Looks very nice.
I still got this mint ball in my mouth.
The Hood Larry King.
Live. Black Steve Jobs.
Yeah, so that's that. All right, so we're not promoting this. That stream is live yet. Cobbs gave me the new hashtag they're using.
Oh, so can we do it again?
What's the new hashtag?
RA2012. Oh, that's good then. People are tweeting using RA2012.
RA2012.
Yeah. Oh. But people are also using. Hey, we could. Well, actually, yeah. Let me. We can. If Ash is free right now, we can start with Ash.
Okay, so.
But let me tweet out that he'll be here.
Hey Nicole, Ash, good to meet you. Don't worry,
This is gonna be fun.
Let's do it.
Are you gonna get that?
Yeah, I am. But can we do a do over with Nicole?
Oh, I can't go. I have a panel.
Oh no.
Oh. You didn't. I like that.
Well, you like the whole impromptu?
Yeah, she was relaxed. She was relaxed.
We're gonna do it again.
I think I'm gonna do this setup too when I do my live streams now.
Yeah.
This camera?
This camera's really good.
Okay.
The Logitech.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dope.
Yeah, because I have my laptop on my lap, and then if I move suddenly, you just kind of see it shake. So I think I'm gonna do that.
We're gonna do it again without the mint mall.
Oh, word.
Really got
without the mint mall. Without the mint mall.
See you later.
Thank you. See?
Gladys. My God.
You over here saucing now, okay.
Alright, so I'm going to tweet out to let people know that in 5 minutes the stream will be live.
Okay.
That is such a clear picture, though.
Yeah,
Really good.
It kind of doesn't work if you guys keep playing around with the camera position.
Oh my God. No, I didn't. I was just kind of saying.
People are shocked. People are shocked by the setup. No, it's good.
I am too.
Yeah.
I didn't even know the camera's here.
Right?
Yeah, look at that.
Ooh. That's good. We're just gonna
That's good.
RA 2012 or
They're using both Rising Affluent and RA 2012.
okay.
Where's Jessica and Kevin?
I think they
They're
went
doing
to
crime
start.
stuff.
Yeah,
They're
they
having
went to
fun.
start filming stuff.
Go play.
Okay, so I'm going to tweet out to let people know that you'll be on.
Cool.
In like 5 minutes.
And then I'll retweet. Whew, man.
See what they're doing.
Yeah, let's sneak over there too. Is this like, can I grab some water?
Oh no,
Yeah.
go ahead.
Alright. This one's busted open already.
Amazon Basics. That is a pretty boss camera.
Let's take some oil off my face.
Oh God. I'm so over you right now.
You like that, right?
I love it.
Had the tone to shine down.
This is fun.
It's not funny. I feel like we're like what is it, like on the red carpet, like E-News, you know, where like people's publicists are like, you gotta stop over here, and like people in here.
Now, I know we're recording the whole thing,
Mm-hmm.
and when it's on the site, it's going to be the whole thing. But if people want to see, they can just fast forward to their interview, right?
Yeah. But the thing is,
It won't be
how
chopped up.
they're going to know where they're on the interview. I mean, they'll figure out. Obviously, if they come here at 5 o'clock, they'll know they'll be near the tail end of the video. But yeah.
Because, you know, I don't want anybody coming up to us like, can you send us our individual video?
What
happens
you could do if someone say that we're recording the whole thing, we send you a link to the actual archive video. It'll be one whole thing.
Okay, that's cool.
That's all we can say.
Yeah.
Yeah. Were people doing that before for Urban League?
No, because...
Oh, Urban League, you guys had it chopped up.
What? had it chopped up.
Rashid asked for it though.
Yeah.
He definitely asked for it.
So-
But he used that for he sent it up the chain.
Yeah.
So
And it was from the webcam, like, it wasn't that high quality, but he was just having
he appreciated it.
Yeah, he did. So, you know, there may be some people who just want their interview for their website.
Right. That's what I'm thinking. Is that possible
It's
to
not
do
possible.
easily?
It's going to
Gotta
take time
read
to chop
what
it
you
up.
just said. I'm still like setting stuff up.
It's going to take time to chop it up.
Okay.
So we're not going to do it this time around.
Right.
Yeah.
Is there anybody it'd be worth it to do it for?
Can we get the interns to do it?
To do what? To chop
No.
it up?
I said, is there anyone who would be worth it to do it for?
Oh,
I think we should take that as a situation.
yeah.
That's true.
Okay. I'm ready to start tweeting out the link. So I'm going to tell people. I'm going to tweet out the link right now. It makes things easier. Or we can wait till Ash Cash gets back. Okay.
Okay, Ash Cash. Bio. Ash Cash bio, Pat.
Oh my gosh.
Are you? I thought that was a joke. I was gonna give you his bio as a joke.
Look,
You know they say it's hard to get good help. Glad.
She's got interviews. She's all excited now.
Oh, that's why I'm excited.
Yeah.
Okay, people let me know why I get excited.
Yeah.
I don't know, I'm excited.
Everything
So
good?
that's fine. You know, I'm not a morning person. That's why whenever you send me morning texts, I'm really fun. Because I'm like, no, I can't talk.
Are you guys putting interviews up?
Well, no. It just depends. I gotta find a really nice place to do the interviews.
Yeah, you just taking scenic stuff.
Yeah. Can someone just text me when you're about to do your first interview, or?
You can hang around. It's gonna be in like 3 minutes.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Okay.
Right.
I thought you were joking. I was gonna give you Ash Cash's bio as a joke.
You mean what?
Ash Cash's bio as a joke.
I mean, there are some things I really don't know about him, so.
The only thing I want to know is what his real name is.
I'm gonna ask him that.
You are? I've been dying to know because he stays introducing himself as Ash Cash, and every time he says it, I'll be like, "That's your name."
I'm gonna say. So I'm gonna go out on a limb. I'm gonna say your name is Ash.
My goodness. That'd be a great thing. So what you are applying for the fall season?
I'm applying in the fall for fall 2013.
Okay.
Going to where?
I'm applying to NYU.
Ooh, you know who you're talking to, right?
I know. I read you.
Okay.
For the film program.
Nice.
So,
Big doors right here.
What is I wonder what the application process looks like. Is it they want you to reel at
They want you to do short films.
I was gonna say you gotta send a. Cause I remember someone transferred from College of Arts and Sciences to the film program, and he had to do You
gotta write. You gotta do script treatments. You gotta write a short script.
Interesting.
Gotta do the interview.
Awesome.
Well, we could if you need any content,
Right.
or we could definitely be of help because there's a couple different things we were thinking about doing as far as college show. Funny enough, starting to take place at NYU, just like MTV version of Cribs, but for college kids.
Oh wow, okay.
And so like maybe weekly be like a different college, whatever like that. But we're thinking about doing a couple of pilots at NYU.
That's awesome. Yeah.
So.
I mean, I'm available, as you guys know.
A friend of mine, when he was in school, like as a joke, they did a show called Dorms, which was the school version of Cribs. Yeah, it like went to people's dorms.
I'm ready to go.
We're just waiting for Ash.
Yeah.
No, wait. Star, you sit, man. Jeez, you know how to treat talent? Come on. Jeez Louise.
Oh, goodness.
I'm just an intern.
Mr. Vladimir.
So, you having fun?
I am.
That video?
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. My friend made the beats. He's a good friend of mine.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Keep
I thought
that
it was
friend in your pocket, 'cause
familiar.
that
I thought it
beat-
was something I knew. I was like,
Yo,
this sounds
that
like a
beat,
song
I need you to mimic that same thing.
Oh.
This one, like make it real edgy.
Yeah.
I liked it. It was real hip hop.
Yeah, like you've got Ron style, like quick in and out, like that.
Thank you, sir.
How's it going?
Good.
Did you grab anybody yet?
No, I'm waiting to see. Well, did you want to do Demetria or you want to do it after she speaks?
After she speaks, you can.
Okay. And
She's gonna be signing books, so after that we're good.
so I had all the papers.
We got them here. 'Cause
They're in
gonna be-
alphabetical
they're in
order by
alphabetical
last
order.
name.
So I know the ones you want me to do.
Yeah.
Do you want Christina Brown?
Yeah, I mean, what does Christina do?
She's young. She's a social media specialist at a boutique PR agency.
Yeah. I remember that one.
And she has like a blog. I was listening to her talk. You want me to do Ash Cash?
Yeah.
These are all the speakers.
That's what Glad said.
You want me to do Tamika Flowers?
Yeah.
She speaks at the very end, so maybe we should catch her before.
Cool. And Brian Shields.
You should have made 2 copies.
Yeah, I was thinking.
Are you from here? You look like someone that knows from North Carolina.
No.
So we're gonna find a place to do the interviews in our room.
A&T.
I don't know what room though. I'm gonna find a place just so it's a little bit more quiet.
Yeah.
Because outside we had difficulties with people rolling things and coming in and out.
Yeah.
It was like
They're
How
doing a
about
lot of
the
stuff.
room where they were serving food earlier?
the presidential room.
Yeah.
You really know, man.
I have a friend down at Andrews Law School.
I'm also ex Kyle.
Kyle?
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, we found some place.
Orlando. Yeah. And he was telling me that he went down to Tallahassee for the homecoming. Because he was in some state.
Tallahassee.
But
Some of my
trying
dad's
to
families.
get a little HBCU experience in.
Have you started doing any of your interviews yet?
No, not yet. We're waiting on Ash Cash.
So you're gonna do him first,
Yeah.
and then I'll do him. How about I'll just take the people after the interview here,
That's
like
cool.
we did last time.
There's Brian Shields of Incubate NYC.
I didn't see it. Elemental PQRS.
You should be in there somewhere.
Brian Shields. Incubate.
You're a coffee guy, huh?
Yeah, what's wrong? He was networking, so I didn't want to interrupt him.
Well, I'll take whoever's ready to go.
So did you guys have
And then I'm gonna take them after.
I also think too, like at some point, everyone that you interview got to get the business card. So maybe you were the person to do
Yeah,
that.
because on camera is not.
Yeah. So yeah, you should follow up, and that'll be our way of tackling the whole future show thing, whatever like that. All right. So the second we get someone here, I got the tweet ready to go, the stream's ready to go.
And then we'll do tape. Did you see how he shot it?
No.
It's dope. He took the outside skyline of New York, and he did a. He shot.
And you can go on when you're editing, you can go on the website to get the speakers.
Sorry.
Okay, the names.
The names of the speakers.
Show him like how you did the side screen.
Oh.
He's good. You have to see.
Fancy.
When he showed me the first cut, I was like, "You did that with that?" Like
Fancy.
I'll show you the final cut,
Okay.
so you can be
That's cool.
surprised.
It's cool.
That's cool.
Like it's like New York City behind me.
That's what's up.
It's like
That's what's up.
it's dope. I was like, okay, you know what your best. I had that. Don't you know you get that moment when you fall off your game because somebody's rude to you? This guy, he was like rolling the thing, and I was like, excuse me, are you gonna be done? Like,
Oh,
rolling?
kind of got you like rattled, like.
Yeah, because he was like, I ain't moving it now, and I was like, I was just asking you a question.
Not right now.
I'm like, please
creative
don't.
zone.
Right, I'm in my creative happy place.
Right.
Don't make me curse you out. But not in the name of crime, I won't. But no, yeah. But we got it back. We got it back. Anyway, are you ready for your big moment?
I guess.
You're a professional at this now. How many of these have you done?
This is
Hamming it
my
up.
second one.
Hamming it up.
But what it is it's like clustered. It's like they just come one after the other and just,
Just talk to him.
have fun.
Last time you were like, I don't know. Like, you did.
Hamming it up.
I was like, so wait an actor.
I was like, oh my gosh.
I'm a little more pared down.
Yeah.
I got their bio.
Yeah, the bios are really helpful. I think because this whole conference, like the way I'm looking at it is that it's all about like career development, personal growth, like advice.
Yeah.
Like basically how to start your career, how to transition,
Right.
you know, how to figure out what you want to do. So I think the way I'm going to do the interviews is kind of talk about like their personal stories. Like, you know, when did you decide you wanted to be this? You know, did you start off as
Right.
this?
What led you to this?
Right, what led you to this place?
That's the same thing I was going to ask.
What was your transition point and how did you know, because this is really like a advising conference, so to speak. So, you know, what they say on the panel, you know, we can like look at what panel they spoke on.
This guy's on point.
We could look at panel. Well, I'm gonna look at what panel they spoke on, and then you know, kind of tailor the questions around that. So, like, for instance, like whoever was on the exit strategy, who's gonna be on that panel. I mean, one of my first questions would be like,
I hate that this doesn't tell you the speakers and you know what I mean? Because I was looking for
it's
that.
like, I
Because it's
should
like
know
in
which
your path,
panels.
who's on, yeah.
So now I have to ask them, so what panel were you on? Or Did you go on the panel yet?
I think you should ask
But it's
before they
live,
get
so
here.
like I'm just gonna flow with it.
Yeah. Talk about your panel. Are you excited? Were you
Yeah.
excited to be a part of the conference? You know, yeah, you got this.
Yeah.
It's hard. I wish.
I'm just trying to figure out. Like, I'm gonna talk to them about like whatever they spoke about.
Yeah.
So building your business from the ground up. Obviously, you're an entrepreneur if you're on this panel. So how did you build your business?
Right.
What advice would you give people? Tell me. Tell us. And whoever talks about investments, obviously you give them financial. Okay, I'm ready to start interviewing. Let me go find you somebody.
Yeah. Thanks.
All right, let's
Picking your
Are
path.
you gonna bring them here, Jessica?
Yeah, and we have to find a place to do ours because I just
Yeah.
don't want to be noisy.
Yeah.
I'll be back. I'm gonna find out.
Gentle art of side hustling. Exit strategies. Yeah, I wish the names were with them.
He was supposed to email it to me. He's too busy.
Yeah, it's a lot going on.
Oh god.
You mind if I stand here beside you?
No, it's okay. As long as I'm not on camera.
I don't know why you're so camera shy.
Because I don't like it.
I just started putting myself out there. And I'm still a little-
Pictures are fine, but like live camera and me talking and like looking
But you're a great
crazy.
speaker, Pat.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Like you're good. Like you express your opinion.
You articulate pretty very well.
You know. Me, I have to literally say to myself, all right, Dad, time to have an out of body experience. Hey.
You good.
Right.
You ready? Me? I'm going first or?
Yeah, you go first.
Alright, hold up,
Yeah.
fellas. Hold up.
Hey, what glad was sipping? Y'all gave him a little something. You got a little tweak hands. What's happening?
I'm excited. First one.
Yes, sir.
Look what I got.
There we go. Looks good.
It's funny.
Alright, one sec. Ash, I'm gonna also tweet to you so you could also let folks know.
Should I say now?
Yeah. And if you follow Wave 45, you can just retweet what we just did.
Okay.
I have the link in there also too.
Okay.
You're about to see the magic happen. Fresh.
Good. Then I'll reach you what you just said.
Yeah, so whenever you guys are
So
ready.
right there, you got it here on your
Appreciate you, brother.
You don't match you.
So we got
Yeah.
tweets also coming in, whatever people are saying about the conference. We got letters. Alright, fellas, whenever you guys are ready. If you guys want to wait. But we're good to go.
I didn't get the tweet yet, but I
Oh,
tweeted.
you should,
Are we
you should-
live?
You should definitely tweet. Yeah, we're live.
All right, cool.
We live right now?
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Let's do
You should
it.
definitely tweet it out though.
All right.
Yeah,
Because,
yeah.
all right. I love the camera, baby.
See that?
I love the camera.
I love the camera. You want to get filmed sleeping, you love the camera so much.
What? That's it.
All right.
No, seriously though, I was thinking about going back to school and either get an MBA or go to journalism. And I'm actually like leaning towards journalism, getting my master's in journalism.
Interesting.
Yeah. And then this is like a recent thing that I've been thinking about. I'm like, you know what? I should just.
This your debut.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
And I'm guessing you go into journalism to cover more the business side.
yeah, business side, finance side. Yep.
Interesting.
It's like a recent thing that I've been thinking about.
That's
Wow.
Oh, we live?
Yeah.
No joke, man.
Oh man. That's
Instant
like
gratification.
You know what that felt like? That felt like the AT&T commercial. That's like, oh man, that's so 10 seconds ago.
That's what I was like. What you talking about?
That's so 10 seconds ago. All right, so we met. So I tweeted. But let me retweet that we're live with the link.
Yeah.
I'm live streaming. Rise Affluent conference, blah blah blah. You know what I mean? Wave 45. All right.
Ash,
All
guys,
right.
what's going on?
What's up, brother?
All right, now.
How you doing, man?
Doing great. Welcome, everybody, to the second annual Rising Affluent Conference in Columbia. I'm here with Ash Cash. My name is Vladimir Levier, live on Wave45.tv. What's up, man?
What's up, brother? I'm excited, man. Excited to be here. Excited to get this, to connect with like-minded people, to hear some dynamic panels and learn some things about my business, what things I could do differently. So it's an exciting day.
What panel are you going to be speaking on?
So I'm on the finance panel. So we're going to be talking about investing. We're going to be talking about savings. We're going to be talking about technology, how to mix finance with technology, especially because there are some great ways that you can get your finances in order by using, your BlackBerry, your smart, these apps, a lot of different programs out there. So we're going to be talking about those and give some tips that young professionals should be able to use in order to get their finances together.
So you come from the banking industry.
Yes.
You left. You were doing great in
Yes.
that sector. You left, and now you're doing motivational speaking, and you're giving career advice and finance advice.
Absolutely.
What led you? Like, what said to you? What made you say to yourself, you know what? I'm going to take this path.
I think it was one thing I always tell people is that you always have to follow your gut, follow your intuition. And at the time I left was one of the worst economic times. I left in 2010. The job market wasn't great. I was making a great salary there, but something told me my story, that people needed to hear my story. I had just released a book in 2009, a year before, Mind Right, Money Right, 10 Laws of Financial Freedom, which is actually available now, Amazon.com, BarnesandNobles.com, Human Bookstore in Harlem. Make sure you stop by and get a copy. But I had released the book. I was getting a lot of attention online, getting a lot of people wanting me to do radio interviews, things of that nature. So my business started to pick up because I always had the business. But my intuition just said, listen, this is your time. Just, you have to go out, have a leap of faith and go out and, spread your message to a wider audience that needs to hear it. And I made the decision, I prayed on it a lot, and it was the right decision to do. And it's been great. It's been, there has been their challenges, as everybody knows, as being an entrepreneur isn't the easiest thing in the world, because you actually work harder than when you work with a 9-to-5. But it still is very rewarding, because you get to, there's no real restriction on your message. You get to get the message out there, and actually, all the work that I put in is building my brand, and the brand is starting to get out there. People are starting to recognize who Ash Cash is, what Ash Cash stands for, and it's something I wouldn't have been able to do within that corporate structure.
You have a new book, I believe, coming out, What the FICO. Right?
Yeah, What the FICO, yes.
And you're live every Monday night on Wave45.tv.
Yes.
And you say that credit is the biggest topic.
Oh, absolutely. I think that, especially now, because you got to think about, a lot of people, because the economy is not good, right? Because people don't have jobs, because a lot of people are underemployed. I know tons of people who have, master's degrees that are making maybe $30,000 a year. If you live in New York City, it's very difficult to live on $30,000 a year, especially someone with a master's, someone who has, other advanced degrees. So because people are underemployed, the first thing that they do, they either use debt to help them survive, or they go into debt because they can't pay back their obligations. And then when you think about how now banks are, because a lot of people are in these situations and banks aren't lending as much, that poses a different situation, because now if somebody has good credit and they need help with a credit card or a line of credit or whatever the case may be, they can't get credit. So, and then another complex issue is that the jobs are now using your credit against you to get a job. So a lot of jobs are saying, we're going to pull your credit report. If your credit report isn't good, then you can't get a job. So you forget caught. You got caught between a rock and a hard place. You just in the rock, So it's just a tough situation. So every time I do that workshop, the book is actually from a workshop that I do called What the FICO, 12 Steps of Repairing Your Credit. And it just gives you practical tips, and especially because a lot of times people are in bad credit situations, and they'll pay thousands of dollars to these organizations to help fix your credit. But what the organizations are doing are the same things that you can actually do, like sending out validation letters, understanding how, what are the 5 things that affect your FICO score, all of these things that, is not common knowledge, because if it was common knowledge, then you wouldn't pay $1,000 to do it.
So all of these points are in the book.
Absolutely. They're all in the book, and it's intended to allow people to save your money, figure out, within a year to 2 years, you can go from horrible credit to good credit. It's not a quick fix. Anybody who tells you it's a quick fix is not, because there are some things that you have to do in order to do it. But it's better. 1 to 2 years is better than 7 to 10 years when people are in collections and bankruptcy.
Now, every Monday night at 9 p.m. Wave45.tv. What I enjoy about your show, right, is you've got the money right section, but then you also correlate that with the mind right.
Absolutely.
You speak a certain tone about, because you're also a motivational speaker.
Absolutely.
You speak a certain tone about, thinking positively. You become what you think about most of the time.
Absolutely.
Can you kind of talk about that?
I think that's the biggest misconception, or the biggest mistake that people make, is that they go practical first. That they look for the practical things, and they don't take care of the mindset. They don't realize that the reason why they're in certain situations is because of how they're thinking, right? They think that if I act a certain way first, that'll change my mindset, that'll change my thinking, which is the total opposite. Because finance has been around for years. So when I'm teaching about budgeting, when I'm teaching, it's not something, I didn't make any of this thing up. This is things that are practical, but it's the mindset, because we've been conditioned to think a certain way. So when you look at different cultures, when you look at people who have money, and they grew up within an environment where people are teaching them about how to manage money, they're not teaching them, the reason why they're doing it and they learn that concept is because they are teaching them about a mindset. So I believe that if I help you change your mindset, if I help you change the way you look at things, then you would now find the reason why you want to apply it, right? So if you lose a job and your mindset says I have to work, this is the worst thing that ever happened to me, right? You're going to continue to be in that state. But if you lose a job and you say, thank you, Jesus, thank you, God, thank you, universe, thank you, Allah, whoever you praise to, if you say thank you for helping me lose this job so now I can focus on something I really like, that energy is going to help you get what you want faster than complaining about a job that you didn't even like anyway.
Absolutely.
So it's all about the mindset. Mind right, money right. Change your mind, you change your life.
I love it. What is your name, by the way? What is your name? Because we know you as Ash Cash.
Absolutely. And I don't think I've ever
exclusive. Give us
I don't think I've ever said this publicly to anybody. But you brothers from another mother. So I'll tell you. So my real name is Ash. My first name is really Ash. Exantus is my last name. Exantus. So my parents are from Haiti. So my mother and father from Haiti. I was born here. So Exantus is how you say it in Creole. So it's Ash Exantus. But as growing up, I was always known as Ash Cash for reasons that I will not share online. But no, growing up, I was always known as Ash Cash, and I always talk about this. So I always get the question though, like when I do like career days and with the students, they're like, yeah, that's not your real name. So I always tell them what my real name is. I always say it's Ash Exantus, but I always give them an example of, I say, if you have wax in your ears, what do you use? They always say Q-tip. I say if you don't want to use lotion and your hands are ashy, what would you use? They say Vaseline. I talk about what's the third one I always say? Vaseline, Q-tip. I forget the third one, but the point is that I tell them, listen, a Q-tip is not really a Q-tip, it's a cotton swab, right? And Vaseline is not really Vaseline, it's petroleum jelly. But because they've done such a great job of branding themselves that petroleum jelly as Vaseline and a cotton swab as a Q-tip. Same thing, same reason why I use the moniker Ash Cash, and I use it actually both professionally and personally. So everyone, professionally, people know me as Ash Cash. I have clients that I deal with, vendors that call me Mr. Cash, and I think it's a great thing. I actually considered at one time, I won't do it, but I considered changing my name legally to Ash Cash so that when somebody asks me what's my real name, I can say Ash Cash. But that's another thing. But but my name is Ash Exantus. But again, no one would ever remember that. But Ash Cash, it rhymes. It's a brand. You know what I'm talking about. It's just something that helps build the brand and take it to the next level.
Finally, before you leave, let people know where they can find you because you're all over the place. Huffington Post, All Hip Hop, Wave 45, and your website.
Yep. So best place, is Twitter. Really, the best place to find me is on Twitter. My Twitter handle is @IamAshCash. So IamAshCash. My website is iamashcash.com. Facebook as well, facebook.com/iamashcash. I have other stuff out there, but if you follow, the Twitter handle, you'll be able to get in contact with me. I'm very accessible, so if anybody ever, I answer tweets and, Facebook requests, whatever. If you ever, I'm a real person. If you want to talk to me, come up. I actually, I'm gonna show you. I actually have a name badge. I'm gonna tell you the science behind a name badge, because when you're at networking events, for whatever reasons, you're supposed to network, but people always gravitate towards the people that they know, right? And they're afraid to kind of ask people, oh, who what's your name and all that stuff. So because I have I have a big online presence, and people might recognize me, but they might not. Oh, is that Ash or whatever? They don't say anything or whatever the case may be. So I figured this is the best way, right, to break the ice. So I have a name tag on that says Ash Cash. So if you walk up to me, you'll never say, "Is that Ash Cash?" You'll know it's Ash Cash. And now when I introduce myself, you're gonna see my name badge first. You're gonna, I don't know. It's just something about a name badge that make you seem, approachable. It works though. It works at networking events. So if you're out there and you have a brand, get your own. I'm not gonna plug where I got it from because they gotta pay. So I'm not gonna plug where I got it from. But Google name badges. Get you a name badge, and
Also on All Hip Hop.
Yeah, so allhiphop.com.
Huffington
Post, absolutely.
Monday nights.
So yeah, absolutely. So allhiphop.com, I have a daily blog, or it's called the Daily Word. So it's my motivation. That's like the bread and butter. That's what people know Ash Cash for. Ironically, that I'm more known for giving motivational advice than finance advice, and that's why 2011, 2012, I've really been concentrating on the finance stuff, because that's who I am. But I'm also the motivational guy. I've been doing that for 7 years, 7 years. So I do have a motivational blog on allhiphop.com, which is a great, avenue. Millions of people are able to read my words. Wave45.tv every Monday, 9 p.m. And that's the closest you're gonna get though. Right? So I'm live, like you could really just talk to me. You really see me. You really, I make mistakes, interact, whatever, So Wave45.tv, Huffington Post, the money section, Freeze World. I got tons of stuff, man. I forget. Radio One, I did the Radio One thing. I'm just out here, man, just trying to spread the spread the truth to the back.
I'll see you Monday night.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Appreciate you, brother.
All right. Ash Cash.
Ash, good luck, man.
Always.
All right, Vladimir.
I think we're going to take you up to interview by just this.
Okay, perfect.
Hello.
Ash Cash. Christina, good to meet you.
Oh, hey, Christina.
Hi.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
You got 5 minutes? We want to get on the
Sure.
good folks,
Absolutely.
and then it's Vladimir. This is Darren, Legal Shields.
How are you, sir?
I think they're exhibiting.
Vladimir with a G.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. All right. We're rolling.
Yeah.
Second annual Rising Affluent Conference here at Columbia University. I'm here with Darren from Legal Shields. How you doing, man?
I'm good. How are you, sir?
Great. Are you on the panel? What's your role today?
I'm on the sponsor.
Okay, awesome. And so tell us about your business, Legal Advice.
Legal Shield.
Mm-hmm.
Legal Shield is a 40-year-old company.
Okay.
We are the number one, I guess you can say, the largest legal entity that exists, because what we do is we transform the legal system. Typically, attorneys, like say for instance here in New York, we're in New York right now, over $300 an hour. So what we do is we have collectively put together a nationwide network of attorneys. Okay, and what we do is each member has a membership card, and that membership is anywhere from $13.95 up to about $36. So what happens is once a person has a membership, they have unlimited access to all of our firms.
So you're a one-stop shop for legal advice in that sense.
More than advice, okay? Because we do go to court for you. Okay. If you have a situation, say you get a moving violation, speeding ticket, okay, we don't want your points to increase your insurance, so we go to court for you to fight that ticket. Okay. Let's say you have a situation where you or a family member are sued, say your spouse is sued, because the membership doesn't only cover you, it covers your spouse and your children.
So you're more than just business, we cover the whole gamut.
We are changing the entire industry. Because what happens is when you have, think about every legal commercial you've ever seen. If you've been hurt or injured, if you have slipped or tripped, if you have misophonemia, whatever it is, they just want accidents. Not to knock that. That's necessary. But what happens when, man, my son got in trouble? Wow, I have to close on this house and I need an attorney. Man, the IRS is on my back. They're trying to garnish my check. I got some child support issues. The marriage didn't work out. These are real deal, everyday issues. So we are that one-stop shop for legal assistance in every area of law.
And the membership, you said the membership is, talk to us about the membership again?
The membership is no contract, which I love because I've been with the company over a decade now and I've never seen them institute a contractual agreement with anyone. It's a month-to-month membership, anywhere from $13.95. You have unlimited consultation.
So it's affordable.
Yeah, it's very affordable. You have phone calls and letters made on your behalf. Let's say you bought a very expensive item, maybe an LG refrigerator, and your ice maker is not working correctly now. And let's say they're giving you a hard time with the warranty. You're arguing on the phone with customer service, want to talk to the supervisor, and the supervisor's saying, I'm the supervisor, and who's the manager? I'm the manager, and you're not getting anywhere. Well, them getting a letter from your law firm could change that whole situation. Let's say you're going into business for yourself, you're an entrepreneur, you have some documents you need to review. Right. If you didn't go to law school, if you didn't do your 4 years of college and 3 years of law school, you don't understand that stuff.
Right.
So then you have unlimited access. You fax that stuff in. Get a real attorney on the phone to review that stuff for you and tell you what it means. And if something needs to change, then you go ahead and change that before you execute, before you put your signature on it.
Definitely.
Let's say you have a child that stopped at 2 o'clock in the morning. It just happens. New York is New York. Just heard some disturbing statistics about stop and frisk. 700,000? That's not good. Okay, but that's where we come in because every person in that family has a little Legal Shield card. And what happens is when you're stopped at 2 in the morning, let's say your vehicle is about to be searched, but you didn't do anything wrong. You're about to be frisked, but you were just coming home from work. So what we do is we give a person the ability to call an attorney no matter what time of day it is. And the company is so serious about that. I remember once it was a Christmas day where they took 68 phone calls nationwide and helped people out of situations.
So you're spreading the word by sponsoring these events. What are some other ways you're getting the word out about these issues?
Well, ironically you say that because we're about to do a major television campaign. Okay. It's estimated to start in several weeks, sometime in June. And there's already TV commercials already created for it. But that's going to be huge because right now we've always been pretty much word of mouth. But to go television, the lowest projections that I've seen after you eliminated tons and tons of people of the 300+ million people we have in our country is from 1.5 current members to about 18 million.
Gotcha.
So that's really exciting for us.
Thank you for coming and talking about Legal Shield. Where can they find the Legal Shield website?
We have, you can go to my website, www.darrenj.legalshield.com. www.darrenj.legalshield.com. Or, if that's too hard to remember, 888-470-5353. 888-470-5353.
Darren from Legal Shield is sponsoring the event today. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Vladimir. Good to talk to you.
Same.
Yes, sir.
All right. We are live on Wave 45 TV at the 2nd annual Rising Affluent Conference.
Hey, Pat, you want to fix what whatever was going on before we bring on the next person, so it doesn't fall.
What's up?
The lady with the drinks.
It's alright. You can talk. You don't have to.
Oh, because I feel weird that we're live.
What's up? Oh, we're live. This is cool. What are we
She
doing?
like opened the cabinet and it like
Oh.
pulled the whole thing. Okay. I think I feel better.
So
about
we
this
good now?
Yeah.
All right. Sorry about that, folks.
Ready for the hot seat?
Sure.
Watch out. Vladimir's
Christina
painful.
Brown.
Hi.
Good. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
All right. So we are here with Christina Brown. How are you doing?
I'm good.
So you were on the panel this morning.
Yes, I was.
What was your panel discussing?
It was about branding and basically Me Inc.
Mhm.
So it was about building up your brand offline, on paper, and also online. And so I'm a social media specialist, so I was kind of up there from that perspective, talking about building up a social media following and just building up your brand in the digital space.
So people come to you for advice on building their brand online or through different social media platforms.
Yes, so I actually, I'm a social media specialist at a boutique fashion beauty PR agency. So I am pretty much charged with helping come up with the strategy behind how brands launch in the social space and also, kind of trying to help implement those things. Before that, I was actually an editor, so I worked at Honey Magazine as I was an editorial assistant, and then I was kind of a fashion features editor, and I became an online editor at Uptown Magazine. And so both of those experiences really kind of helped shape my my view of social media. I had to work a lot on Facebook and on Twitter and kind of building up those brands.
Full-time job, right?
Yeah, it was a full-time job, seriously. And even though my position,
It's a real-time job
it
too.
is,
Like
it's a real-time job. You have to kind of be always on call.
Yeah.
I'd be out at events and I'd have to make sure I was tweet picking and Instagramming, doing all that cool stuff. So I kind of built that into a career for myself, and I've always loved fashion and beauty. So I figured going into that space and doing social media for those types of brands would be really cool for me, and it's been cool so far.
So as a young startup business, what would you tell that entrepreneur are some key components on building buzz or through social media? Like, what would be some key components?
I think one of the things we talked about during the panel that I think is very important before you start anything is to kind of define what your brand is and what it's about. It's really important to kind of sit down and do kind of self-reflection on what do you want your brand to be? How do you want your brand to be perceived by other people? And your brand could be an actual, physical brand. Maybe you're coming out with a line of something, or maybe you, have your own business, or your brand could just be you yourself. One thing that the digital age has changed about the game in general, just the professional game in general, is that people are not just kind of individuals that are behind a computer or behind the glass at companies. They're personalities now. CEOs are out there on social media and tweeting about things that are going on with their brands. Definitely. And there are all these different editors, for example, at magazines. They become personalities in of themselves, and they get invited to all these different places to share with their followers their perspective on things. So you can really make a name for yourself regardless of what industry you work in or what type of business you have. You can make a name for yourself as a specialist in something if you have a strong voice. And having a digital voice is very important because we live in a digital age now.
Now, you almost answered my next question because you're saying for a business to know who they are. Mm-hmm. So my question was going to be, once a business knows who they are, should they be in every social networking platform?
No.
Or no? And
I think it depends on the goal, the overall goal of your business. I don't necessarily think that a computer software company needs to be on Pinterest, for example. Do you know what I mean? I think there are different social networks that cater to certain industries. If you're in fashion and beauty, you definitely need to be on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, because that's an industry that's very, very visual. If you are a DIY person or like you specialize in home decor or interior decorating, you need to be on Pinterest because that's a huge category on Pinterest. If you are a restaurant, for example, you need to make sure that your restaurant is
somewhere on Foursquare and you're working with Foursquare, because when people come and they check in, you're going to want to give them, some type of reward so that they come back.
Right.
So it depends on what industry you function in. Do a lot of research from the beginning on the different social networks, because you don't want to tire yourself out and be on a million different social networks and not strong in any. I would much rather only have 2 social networks and own those 2 than be on 10 and not own any of them.
Gotcha.
So it's really about kind of being a master of, what you really want to take over, as opposed to a jack of all trades.
Now, video
Mm-hmm.
and social networking. Video's becoming really big online.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on video and social networking and kind of merging two with your business? And
I think video is it's becoming a medium that's so important for a lot of different people that you didn't even realize before. I work with a lot of online advocates, so bloggers, vloggers, so people who are on YouTube, who've kind of built up their personalities on YouTube, and it's spanning so many different industries. There are artists out here that were built just based off the strength that they had amazing YouTube videos, like Justin Bieber, for example.
Crazy.
He's
Yeah.
like the biggest star in this age or whatever,
Yeah.
and he started on a YouTube video, and he has like he has a 100 clout score. Do you know what that means? That
No, I
means
don't.
he has the most clout of anybody in the world between Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube, and all his social networks. He has a perfect score. That doesn't you can't get a perfect score. Justin Bieber has perfect score, and he started on YouTube. They didn't find him in a back alley jazz club or something like that. He started taking videos of himself.
it's crazy.
So it is crazy how much video content has become so important in kind of elevating people. And I think it also there's something very honest about video, because you can't fudge it. I mean, you can do a little editing here and there, but just like with this live stream, if I mess up or trip over my words, that's it. But people know it's me. You know
Exactly.
what I mean? It's
And that's
very
what's fun
honest.
about it. It's live.
Mm-hmm.
That's what's cool about it.
So video is really, really important.
Lastly, what camp are you working on? Any specific campaigns or any
Any interesting
anything that you're
campaigns?
rolling out through social media,
Well, I will say
or anything that you're proud of that you want to talk about?
Yeah, so I have my blog. My blog is lovebrownsugar.com,
Mm-hmm.
and I've had that for about 3 years. This July will mark my 3-year anniversary, so I'm super excited for that. And so I'm just continuing to kind of build up my blog and my blog presence, and that's been going really well. I'm also coming out with a new project this year. I can't talk too much about it, but it's going to be in online business, and we're going to be rolling out the social media strategy for that before it actually launches. So you guys will get to kind of tweet and Facebook and Instagram with us and everything before it even launches. So I can't talk too much about it, but it'll be really cool.
Cool. Well,
It's
look,
really cool.
you have an opportunity to come do a live stream with us and talk about your new business and talk about your current blog on Wave 45 anytime.
Okay.
Christina
Awesome.
Brown, ladies and gentlemen, social media
All right.
expert.
And
you.
you guys can follow me on Twitter at lovebrownsugar.
All right.
LOVEBROWNSUGAR. Everything spelled correctly. Love Brown Sugar.
Thank
All
you.
right, thank you.
All right. Cool. So who's next, Pat? This water is great, by the way.
I bet it is. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Nice meeting you guys.
Same.
meeting you.
We'll be in contact. We'll definitely be in
fun.
contact.
Yes, absolutely.
For sure. So we are live, ladies and gentlemen, on Wave45.tv.
Yes, we are.
I'm here with Pat, and we are grabbing people as they come in. They're speaking at the panels right now. So we have no idea who's next, Pat? Okay. That's cool. Everybody's tweeting and
It's awesome.
putting stuff on Facebook. It's already 11:40. It's crazy.
Anything you want to tell people about what's going on with 45 TV? Any promotion?
Yeah, so we have a lot going on with 45.tv. You just saw Ash Cash. She's on Monday nights at 9 p.m. I just did a live stream. Did you see the live stream? You missed the live stream. You know what? You're not my friend. So we did a live stream for Denalcy. We did a live stream for Denalcy Clothing. So we were on there Thursday night. Yeah, that was a lot of fun. So we did that. We had Jada on, Jada Gomez. She was on Wednesday. Next week, who do we have next week? We have a great lineup for you guys next week. And the end of the month, I'm working on some really big things for some live stream programming. But we've also had Kevin Powell on. We've also had Amanda Seals, formerly known as Amanda Diva, on. So, you know, we're doing our thing, and we've just like launched literally this year, a couple months ago, right? Yeah, we've been buzzing. We've been buzzing, man. What time is lunch?
So
What's
yeah,
up?
people are enjoying the panel, so that's
Okay.
why it's hard to snag anybody. People there. I think it's dwindling down, but in the meantime, let's talk.
Have a seat. So how's it been going so far?
Oh, things are going quite well. I am Adrian from Wave 45. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. We got Patrice over there.
She's breakdancing. She's doing the boogerate.
Are you usually this close to all the people?
Adrian, I like you. You know that.
This is quite awkward.
This guy.
Very.
Jessica Thorpe just came in. Everything all right?
You should come on camera. My mug doesn't sell anything.
You all right?
I'm good.
All right.
Good, representing for Creme Magazine.
We working,
What do
man.
you do for Creme, Jessica? Tell us.
Yeah, what do you do for crime? Tell us.
Well, I'm telling us, I'm a writer for Creme Magazine. I do some of the features, and I also do video journalism.
Did you tell the crazy story how we met?
Okay, here's the story about how we met. I'm a young 20, how old was I? 25-year-old.
Couple years ago.
A couple years ago.
Yeah.
Young 26-year-old, coming from a job interview, living in D.C., but trying to get a job in New York. And I'm walking
With a big pizza box.
with a pizza box. Yeah. I had 33rd and 3rd pizza.
Right.
So I still go there. So I'm walking, trying to find a train, and I'm lost in New York City, coming from this job interview. I'm trying to get a job in New York.
Right.
And I bump into Vladimir. I'm like, excuse me, can you show me how to get to the subway? And he thinks I'm thinking about a sandwich shop. All right? He's like, wait, you mean? I'm like, no, like the train. He's like, oh, I'm going that way. You know, I'm about to go to the dentist. I'm on my lunch break going to the dentist. So we're walking and we're talking. And I'm like, yeah, I'm trying to move to New York, become a talk show host and all that great stuff.
Right.
He's like, oh, well, I have like this magazine, you know.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my God, I have a blog. And so he's like, oh, well, you know, send me some stuff. Like, you know, maybe we can, you know, see what you got.
Yeah.
And a couple months later,
You
he's
moved
like,
to New York?
well, yeah, well, no, here's what's happening. A couple months later, I get a phone call. I'm in D.C. still. And Vladimir's like, yeah, we like your stuff. And, you know, we got this Anthony Anderson and Angie Stone opportunity. I don't know if you want to do like a phone interview. It's about National Diabetes Awareness Month.
Yeah.
And I'm in D.C. like, oh my God. I'm on the phone like, oh my God. So I did the interview.
Yeah.
Wrote about National Diabetes Awareness Month in 2010.
Yeah. It's crazy.
Gosh, it's been so long.
Yeah.
And then I think a week later, I got a job in New York.
It's crazy.
And then I just moved. And then next thing I know, it's like everybody. I think I did maybe 2. Oh, like the Lloyd interview.
Did the Lloyd
Oh, the
interview.
phone. Remember
You
that?
Did Brandy.
Yeah, I did Brandy. Oh my gosh. Lloyd, Brandy, Anthony Anderson, Andy Stone, Kimora, Kelly, Rowland. I mean, El DeBarge.
So now you contribute to the magazine on a monthly basis.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
now you're doing video interviews. Now you're doing more video stuff.
Yeah,
And
I'm doing video
I told you
stuff.
we were gonna, you know, get there, and
Yes.
now we're there.
Vladimir is Amanda. This is the camera right here. Vladimir is Amanda's word.
We make it happen.
Making it happen.
Whoop, whoop.
Creme Magazine, Wave 45, all day.
No doubt, no doubt.
And I'm sticking together, you know. He
No
said, I remember that call, you were like, so, we have a couple big things coming on. Are you ready for video? I'm like, on the phone. Again, we had that eye moment. I'm like, yeah, totally. I'm trying to act cool, right? And I was surprised.
So you're doing a video today, on-camera interviews for today's conference. How's it been going so far?
It's going great. I just spoke with Ash Cash. He literally shut it down. The room that we were
He
in.
did.
No, here's the funny thing. The room that we were in has like a light motion sensor, and then the part of the room that the sensor is in, nobody was there. So we're in the middle of the interview, and the lights go completely off. And I'm like, okay, so you literally shut it down.
Wow.
No, but you know, we fixed it. You know,
Okay.
So, but yeah, I'm about to interview Miss Christina Brown, and then we have a bunch of other people. Demetria Lucas is here. A ton of people that we're going to interview for her.
Cool.
So yeah.
What's the theme of the conference so far? Because I haven't gone outside yet.
Well, the conference is basically, I look at it as kind of bringing together young professionals at all stages of their career, whether you're starting your career path, whether you're in transition, whether you're more established, and really trying to figure out what it takes to build a successful career.
Right.
You know, to learn who you are as a professional and what you want to do, and how to literally attain your goals and your dreams and turn creative dreams into reality. And they're also going to be talking about going global, finances, technology, social media, all the things that we as young professionals have to encounter at some phase in our lives, especially today. Yeah, definitely. So, I mean, it's cool. It's a nice eclectic mix of people. I think that it's a great conference, and that this is something that I'm going to look forward to every year.
Definitely. It's a great networking opportunity, too.
Great networking opportunity. Kyle McCullers, who is the founder, is a friend of mine. And last year when he started this, he talked to me about it, and I thought it was a great idea. Still do. And, you know, I'm excited to see who else we're going to interview today and, like, you know, bring out their inner character. I'm like, wipe off the professionalism right now. Wipe it off. Shut it down. We need to get to the new.
Yeah, let's keep it real.
Let's keep it real. Because, I mean, there's young people out here watching, and they want to see, you know, how can I go from being in business and I really want to do creative design? Like, what's the exit strategy?
Absolutely.
And the entry point, you know? So that's what we're discussing today.
So you moved here from New York 2010.
Well, what?
January
2011.
2011. How's it been so far? Your experience in New York?
Oh my gosh, it's been crazy. I'm literally fresh off of the train. You know what? New York has been an amazing experience. I live in Brooklyn. Big up to Brooklyn, yes. I've learned you have to say Brooklyn, son. Oh, here he is.
Late than never, right?
Where's your Rangers jersey?
We have our famous photographer here.
If I wore it, why are you wearing that?
Stephen Knight is in the building.
We're live on Wave 45, yes.
Want to kiss too?
Oh!
Oh, there.
Keep it.
So,
Yeah, keep talking.
yeah, so, Stephen Knight's in the building.
Better late than never.
Oh.
Go Rangers.
This guy, you're going to take like 5 snapshots and then like run back home because this guy has a Ranger.
No, that's not till 7.
He's got a big Ranger game tonight.
Oh, fun.
7:30. So
Fun.
I'll tell him I'll wake up tomorrow.
So your experience in New York?
It's been fabulous. I live in Brooklyn.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I live in Brooklyn, son. I just want to say son with it, right?
I live in Brooklyn, son.
I live in Brooklyn, son. I love Brooklyn. I love New York. There's so many opportunities out here. I've done so many things in a year that I just never thought I would be able to do. I'm like really living my dream, and it's been great. I mean, there are struggles like commuting. You know, I think I turned into that New Yorker that when the train starts to slow down, I'm like, I want to go to the conductor and just choke him. But yeah, food is great, partying is great, socializing is great.
Favorite restaurants in Brooklyn? Or anywhere in particular?
I like Lago, the Italian restaurant.
Okay.
That's really good. There's this soul food spot in Brooklyn called Foster's. Like, hole in the wall. It's by LIU.
Okay.
And I'm telling
Probably
you,
just opened it up.
no, it's been there for 10 years.
Okay.
Unknown. But
So
when I tell you the macaroni and cheese is
By LIU?
Yeah, in Brooklyn. It's like downtown. It's called Foster's. They've been there for like 10 years. Mac and cheese is
I've never been there.
off the chain. Note to self.
Note to self. Yo.
No, it's really good. I mean, I've had, so Fritos, is that what it's called? It's a Puerto Rican restaurant down in Midtown. It's really, really good. I went down to the Lower East Side for brunch. There was this Cuban restaurant. Oh my God, the best chicken and rice I've ever had was just chicken and rice, and it was the best I've ever had. You know, I've been eating, you know, I'm on a campaign, you know what it's called? Waistline 2012 Initiative. We got to work out this year.
Waistline 2012 Initiative.
Just got to get it in, you know. Retire the Spanx one day, but you know, that's in New York. I eat pizza every week. It's really a fattening experience. I know, right? That's when you met me. I had pizza.
Yes.
See the trend?
So thank you.
Of course, you're welcome. Families.
Hanging out with us. You can come by, stop by. So who you're gonna get? Christina Brown.
Christina Brown, and then there are 2 panelists on right now. I'm gonna do both of them, Kevin Brown and Demetria Lucas next.
They do like they have the breakout session.
Yeah, breakout sessions. So we're taking from the grinding panel.
Okay.
All right. Cool. Bye, guys.
That was Jessica Thorpe, guys. That was fun.
Yes, it was. Pizza.
Yeah. Where's Stephen Knight? Get him in here. We are live on Way45.tv, Rising, the 2nd annual Rising Affluent Conference in Columbia. Thanks for joining us. If you couldn't make it, you're here now on Way45.tv on your Apple phones, Droid phones. Adrian Grant.
Hey, just one quick thing. We gotta make sure.
I'm asking everyone.
Yeah, get their cards and sell them.
I'm on top of it.
Yeah, because it's landing somebody.
She gave me like 3 cards. I'm on top of it.
Yeah.
Just landing somebody. Close deals. That's what we do. That's what entrepreneurship is all about. Closing
Adrian
deals.
Grant, Black Steve Jobs is in the building.
Yeah, please don't call me that. It's funny today. I got some really interesting nicknames. Somebody called me Forbes.
Yes, you got that early this morning.
Yes, again. I think you called me that first, and someone else called me Forbes.
Wow.
And this whole Black Steve Jobs thing.
That's me branding that.
Yes.
So what's going on?
Things are going well, but you know, I think what we should do at this moment in time during this lull period, as the panelists are still, you know, there's still a panel that's being active right now, is maybe talk a little bit about yourself, Vladimir, and who you are. Just take us back. What inspires you to be here in front of this camera? Like, where are you from? What's your background?
That's a great question. I'm here interviewing people, and now you're interviewing me. I grew up in Long Island. I have a degree in marketing and advertising. I always wanted to become an entrepreneur. I've always had a passion for media.
Yeah.
I had a print magazine called Urban City Magazine. That was kind of like my first venture out to becoming an entrepreneur. We did 9 issues. That whole experience really kind of helped me figure out how expensive paper is. Like, you know, you see these expensive magazines like Vibe, XXL, Vogue for that matter. It costs a lot of money.
Right.
To print paper.
That's why print, you know, is dying.
That's why print is dying, and that's why it costs so much money for these advertisers to pay to get in those books, because they're trying to cover expenses and costs. So I learned that the hard way, just literally no money. My partner at the time had some money saved up, but that's basically it. I mean, we had no backing or anything like that, but we couldn't support the advertising couldn't support the cost of putting out all those magazines. Right. Because when you go to print, you got to literally be everywhere all the time, where for online you could just be at one place once so everybody can see in that kind of sense.
Distribution is a lot easier with the internet. And
that's the perfect segue to me founding Creme Magazine. The whole .com boom in the early 2000s, I think Google AdWords kind of brought it back, kind of found a way for publishers and bloggers to make money in a sense. And so I saw that space to start an online magazine, and I was like, you know what, there's nobody doing something lifestyle driven to our demo in a sense. So I said, I want to showcase the best of our lifestyle, kind of counteract the whole negative impressions or visuals that we see not only in online but also in print. They are young professionals
in television, video,
exactly. So me and my partner Domingo Martin, we had a vision of having an online platform called Creme Magazine, and we've been 8 years. We'll be 8 years in October.
So that's creme-magazine.com.
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 Definitely. And we're actually a sponsor for today's conference, the 2nd annual Rising Affluent. So we're definitely proud to be a part of it. And Wave 45, man, I mean, it all goes back to, if you have a vision, just get it started. Because if I didn't start Creme Magazine, I wouldn't have met, Jada, who is a writer a freelance writer for the magazine, and I wouldn't have met you or Patrice. You know what I mean? So I think as an entrepreneur, if you have something, an idea, just get it started, because something's gonna happen for you. Like, the universe will definitely give you situation and will bring you people to help make your dreams come true. You know what I mean?
I could definitely hear that. In the technology space, there's this whole trend going on now called, the lean startup. and it's all about business being an iterative process and putting stuff out that's it's scrappy, it's a prototype, and then talking to customers and getting feedback and then iterating from there because when you have stuff that's just in your mind and you're gonna think through it and you're gonna take a year to build it, and by the time you go to market, it's not what's relevant at the time. It's better to, like you were saying, push something out, test it, iterate, bring people on board, get their feedback, and then build it as a group as opposed to as an individual.
Exactly. Now go ahead.
But what I think is interesting about this conference that we're at today is that I actually met Kyle McCullers, the organizer behind this conference, back in probably maybe 2001 or 2000, between 2001 and 2003. He was very active on the college scene, even though. So we were at NYU, but I believe Kyle went to. Which one was popular? Like I don't know if it was a historically black college he went to, or
probably Morehouse.
I think he went to Morehouse, but he was always up here. so that's where I bumped into him, and then we connected then, and at the time, funny we were also in the print media as well. We had a student publication where it was all about making the most about your academic life and your social life, and how that kind of coalesces. And so we were promoting that particular publication, linked up with Kyle. He was doing all these different conferences for college students, and we've been in contact. And funny enough, 10 years later,
we're back here. He came with your book that you published. Talk a little bit about that.
So the book is called Students of Life. It's available on Amazon.
I guess you're making money off of this.
Yeah,
that's beautiful. That's a beautiful situation.
Don't tell the IRS that. So there's quite a few things. I always joke with Patrice that if I was ever to become a rapper, I have a lot to talk about. And there's some things I will not say in front of this webcam. But yes, multiple revenue streams also is definitely a good thing for a business person. But I think what I think would be interesting for folks tuning in is again to get a little bit more background about us, Wave 45.
Yeah, let's talk about Wave 45. I mean, we met at a Starbucks, literally. Right? We met at a Starbucks to have a discussion about you doing a creme application.
Another revenue stream, ladies and gentlemen.
To do
I still do applications on the side.
A creme app for the magazine, and we got into this whole discussion about what I wanted to do with video online and the magazine becoming more popular. And you were saying, "Oh, crazy that you say that," because I had a similar idea. And I kind of say to people that I saw the acorn, and you made me see the forest of where video is going.
Wow.
And
that's mind blowing.
Yeah,
I just tripped me out.
Yeah, I do say that to people about this whole Wave 45 concept because you see what we're doing now with Wave45.tv and putting these live streams or the video to all of these different platforms.
Yeah.
Can you talk a little bit about where video is going and where our medium and our vision of what we want to do?
Before I get into that, I'm going to bring up my Twitter. If you guys have any questions or you want to talk about certain topics or if there's a certain speaker you want us to bring on, just tweet at us. Our Twitter handle is @Wave45TV. Again, our Twitter handle is @Wave45TV. Just send us, if you have any questions or anything like that, let us know, and we'll be sure to take a look at it. I'm going to bring it up right now. So again, any questions, if you want us to interview or Vladimir to interview certain panelists or speakers,
definitely
let us know. Just tweet at us, and we'll be sure to bring them in. And we'll probably be bringing on a panelist in probably the next 10 to 15 minutes. They're currently wrapping up a session. They're probably going to break soon for lunch, and then we'll bring on some talent. So the question was, where is video going? Video is going like this. That's gangbusters. That's hockey stick growth, as the technology people like to say, or the venture capital people like to say. And as you and I were talking about, where the whole idea came from is the fact that there's all this great videos happening right now, from like Awkward Black Girl to like Emmanuel and Philip Hudson, and it's like all this great urban video content out there, and there really isn't a platform to access that content on multiple devices. So I always go back to, if you have a cable device and you want urban content, you obviously go to BET. If you want country music stuff on your cable box, you obviously go to Country Music Channel. But what about if you have an iPhone? What about if you have an Android device? What about if you have Apple TV or Google TV? What about if you have the new iTV that's rumored to be coming out? Where do you go for urban content?
Mm-hmm.
Well, right now, that brand doesn't exist. Well, it actually does exist. It exists. It's called Wave 45. And what we're basically doing is just aggregating all this great urban content creating some of our own original urban content and distributing it to plugs and platforms 100% for free as you guys are consuming it right now. All of our live streams are free. As a matter of fact, on the right side of the page, you'll actually see a schedule of some of our upcoming live streams. You can click on that and you can actually get reminded when the next live stream is occurring. On the top of the page, look at me, I know exactly what's on the page right now. I'm reading your mind. It's actually a link to some of our other different products as well. We have a What's Hot section, so you can see what's going on around the web as far as editors' picks. We have the more live streams area, as you can see to the right of the page. And we also have a channels area, which allows you to basically browse the urban web just from one spot. So yeah, videos are booming. Videos are definitely not going to regress at any moment in time, just because it's the easiest way to consume something. As opposed to reading, an essay or a 4-paragraph article. People just like to, spend that 2 minutes watching that video.
You are a true scrappy entrepreneur for sure. Is this your first, in a sense, business venture?
No, it's not my first. I've been down I've been to this dance before several occasions. Mm-hmm. Didn't take anyone home, but I'm hoping to take someone home today. For those of you out there that's offended, I am not going to That's just the way I speak. Yeah, we've been down this road before. Again, just like you've had partners before in the past, some good, some not so good. But to go back to what you're saying about being a business person and being an entrepreneur, like you gotta, as you're called out on the panel right now, is that if you have a goal in life, if you have a passion, you have to just go forward. And there's always going to be bumps in the road. I always like to think about it like this: like if you go to Wikipedia right now, there's no one on there that didn't sacrifice immensely. You got to keep in mind, like throughout the history of mankind, there's been billions of people that existed.
For sure.
And there's only thousands of people whose stories we remember.
Yeah.
Sojourner Truth, Genghis Khan. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? People are going to remember, of course, all the presidents, Caesar. Right. I mean, you got to keep in mind, these people must have done something phenomenal for us to be talking about them 1,000 years after their passing. Yeah. And so if you're someone, if that's what motivates you, if you want to be great at whether that's basketball or music or whatever like that, and you aspire to do that, then you have to do a lot of work. None of these people, with the exception of very few people, were actually born with silver spoon in their mouth. They have to work hard for it.
Absolutely.
And so I think that's great. I don't even think I even answered your question. I just go off tangents.
That's cool. What audiobooks are you reading right now? Because I know you have a lot
of stuff. Oh yes. I love audiobooks.
Last time y'all saw me, I had a BlackBerry.
Uh-oh.
Now I'm officially Glad 2.0.
Check it out.
Here I am, folks. I got the iPhone.
Whoa.
I'm still downloading apps and having fun with it. But you download your books on here, right?
Yeah, I'm a big fan of audiobooks because I commute quite frequently. Again, I love videos and I love audio. Right now, I'm listening to this book called The Book of Five Rings. It's about a samurai that lived in the 1800s. And I'm sorry, it was 18th century. And it's this really interesting story because back in those days, if you were a samurai, you lived and died. Life and death to you didn't mean anything because every day you competed in a battle to the death. Right. So it wasn't like, let's practice with these wooden swords. No, you're 12, 13 years old and you're traveling around different provinces and you're fighting people. And only you're a victor if you survive. There's no maiming, it's to the death, right? And this particular samurai, he's someone that, which is rare, he actually lived to be an old age. He was undefeated. And it got to the point that when he was actually in his 20s, he stopped even using actual real swords. He would compete with wooden swords because he felt he got to a certain point where he felt the only way to challenge himself truly to reach that masterful level that he was always seeking is to use a wooden sword. So he'd be competing against people with real swords, and these are not like scrubs or these are not like practice matches. These are actual samurais, people that are revered in their little towns and provinces, and he'd go there and he'd compete against them. He would actually defeat masters, so he'd go to dojos and defeat the master. When you defeat the master, you now run that dojo. So throughout his life, he actually controls several dojos. The point of me reading this book is because it's actually a very revered book in Asia because a lot of the principles that he talks about as far as how he was able to beat his competition or how he lived his life it's a very close relationship with business and how do you approach strategic thinking, competition, practice, discipline. And so I've been going through that. It's been very eye-opening. And so it was interesting. Again, this is someone, he talks about, one of the things I love about the book is that he says, to become a good samurai, and then this has business relationship. You have to. There's no such thing as good or bad or life or death. Accept it for what it is. It is what it is. And so since you know, for him, he knew any day he could die, and the second he accepted death,
That
he
was
became,
in his front of his mind.
yeah, he didn't care at all. Like,
Exactly.
Once you, so I guess for business, as you know, like
Whatever it
99% of all businesses fail.
Yes.
You know, so there's a great majority that, unfortunately, a lot of the great entrepreneurs we're going to be seeing here, they're not going to make it. You know what I mean? But to go back to his point, you have to accept that and move beyond that, and not worry about the percentage, or not worry about the fact that we don't have any startup funds, or we don't have this, or we don't have this distribution here, or whatever like that. You have to just go through it.
Go through it, man.
Yeah, but yeah, the book is called The Book of Five Rings. I won't ruin what the five rings are because it's just a really good book. If you like military strategy or business or art of war type of books, highly recommend.
And
it.
the 5 rings are the 5 principles.
Yeah, kind of.
I'm trying to get it out of you.
It's look into it, but yeah, the Book of Five Rings. But what would you say is your? Do you have a favorite book, whether business book or not business book? Like, do you have something you recommend to me?
I like The Law of Success of 16 Lessons. I like How to Influence and Influence People.
It's my favorite.
Really?
That's my favorite business book. That's one of probably. I'll tell you my favorite. That's my favorite business book. My favorite book of all time is Green Eggs and Ham. But somebody else. Yeah, Dr. Seuss, The Cat in the Hat.
Okay.
Yeah. But How to Win Friends and Influence People, I really, really, really thoroughly enjoy that book.
Yeah.
You know, some would say that people that like that book are very manipulative. Vladimir.
I'm now manipulative.
Yeah. Way to go. Because that's what the book is about, how to influence people and manipulate them. That's really what it is.
I think it's just really just about being genuine and
Really? I didn't get that at all from the book.
Really?
No. What I got from that book.
Well,
go ahead.
you got to be genuine for who you are, but then yes, it's all about getting what you want.
Isn't that what relationships are about, though?
Exactly. Exactly. How useful are you?
Even friendships.
Absolutely.
It's all quick.
How useful can you be to me? And how am I going to get you to do this for me?
Right.
And so that's what it's really all about. But I took it as you got to be genuine with that person. You got to, you know what I'm saying? That's how I kind of read the book.
I kind of interpreted it a little different. What I got from the book was all about
manipulative.
Well, not in a nutshell, yes. But I'm being facetious when I say that, because what I really got from it is the fact that you just always got to think one step ahead, not burn any bridges with anyone,
right.
And to your point, think how you can phrase things in a way that's beneficial to someone to actually do what you need them to do.
Absolutely.
And I think that's where it gets back to the whole manipulation thing.
And isn't that kind of being genuine with people? Because if you're not genuine with people, you do burn bridges and people don't trust you.
Yeah.
So you kind of have to have some level of integrity.
You can speak up, Patrice. Patrice, third member, third partner.
I don't do
Patrice Andrew.
Let's check our Twitter to see if there's any questions coming in. Again, our Twitter handle is @Wave45TV. We're going to be bringing on some panelists.
Talk about the app that you just made for Wave 45 for the Droid and for the iPhone.
Yeah, so we actually just launched the Wave 45 app. I want to bring it up right now. It's free. If you search for Wave 45 on iPhone, on iTunes, or your iPhone or your Android device, we will come up. It's a free app that allows you to browse all sorts of different. Actually, can you bring the iPad over here, please, so people can see it larger?
And you just updated it, right? So now you have a live stream icon?
Yes. Let me bring this up. So the app will allow you to do is basically browse all the best urban content there is on the web. So the first thing you notice is kind of like our What's Hot section, so you can browse. We curate urban videos on the web, categorize them so that you can easily browse. So you can see where there's some popular comedy videos. You can watch them. You can bounce back. We also have a live stream tab that if you click it, you can watch a live stream on the app. Again, this is all free. Then we also have a channels feature that allows you to, again, browse all these different great websites like Double XL and This Is 50 and Madame Noir. You can browse all the videos posted to the site, all from one location. And then, of course, we have a chat functionality. You can chat, and then, of course, you can tweet at us. So again, the app is Wave 45. It's free. It's available for iTunes. I'm sorry, iPhones and Android. But if you do search for us on iTunes, you'll actually see us pop up. We actually launched recently we actually brought on board John Gosser, technology entrepreneur John Gosser from MetaLayer, and he's now doing a podcast on the Apollo Kids. I'm sorry, so many different brands on the Wave 45 network. So it's technology, it's business tips, startup tips as well too. So we talked about books. Is there a movie recommend or
Battleship?
Yeah, I just saw the trailer. I mean the poster for that.
I haven't seen a movie literally in months. Honestly, I haven't.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't even remember the last movie I saw.
How do you? I mean, what's some of your favorite pastime? How do you spend your time?
How do I spend my time?
Yeah, I just Vladimir Levier. Relax.
French
royalty.
I go on don't get started on that.
Yeah.
I go on vacation, man. I try my best every 3 months to go somewhere. I went to Vegas. I mean, it was a business conference, but it was just somewhere to just kind of get away and just to do something different from my norm in a sense. So I suggest going away every 3 months. That's what I try to do. Yeah. How about yourself?
I mean, I like music. I think that's the thing that I go to.
Here we go. This is a perfect segue.
Yeah.
Nas lover over here.
Yeah, I think Nas is the greatest artist of all time. I think he's the best rapper of all time. I think he's better than Jay-Z. I've lost jobs.
And I like that. Like you have somebody who you believe in, and you go down. You represent for them.
You know, Nas is not the most wealthiest rapper. He's certainly not the most.
Right.
He's not the most wealthiest rapper.
Right.
Not the most successful rapper. But when it comes to actually creating, well, he's in comparison to Jay-Z, a lot of people are successful.
Right.
A lot of people don't have $billion jets and ride around with Beyonce as their spouse and their baby.
But he's made
their baby has like diamonds in the stroller or whatever like that.
But he has made it in a sense.
He's made it. It's funny, a lot of people don't have long careers, but he's had a long career.
His name will live on.
Yeah. But as far as new artists now,
he's able to tour and he's got a catalog for people. Yeah.
Have you guys seen the Avengers movie? Now we're getting off topic, people, because now we're trying to stretch it until we get
Avengers.
No, I haven't. The Avengers movie?
I haven't seen the Avengers. I know Battleship is coming out. I plan to see that, but I don't know if I have time to. What was that movie? I'm forgetting the name of it right now. I'm forgetting. What's
Act
last?
Like, Think Like.
Act Like a Man, Think Like a Man. Bravo, that did very well. I haven't seen that movie.
Yeah.
What's the last movie you saw?
Like in the theater?
Because
I watch movies all the time, but
No, it doesn't have to be in the theater.
Let me see. The last good movie I saw. I don't know. I watch a lot of movies, but to actually recommend one is
Marley and Pariah.
Oh,
highly recommend Marley and Pariah if you're into supporting.
Why don't you come sit over here so someone can see something else besides?
She wants to come sit over here.
I'm gonna go try to get some people. We're gonna go try to get some panelists also. Come on. Right.
So we're live streaming. I could see this on my phone too, right?
Yeah.
Maybe.
So talk to them about the last movie or movies to check out.
Yes, Marley, if you are interested in the life of Bob Marley, which I have always been. I actually just like, artist biographies. Like I read a lot of artist biographies and like watch documentaries. And this one by far is the most all-encompassing. Like I thought I knew everything I need to know about Bob Marley, but like they really touch on some subjects that haven't been touched on before. It's just a really great, like, emotional, in-depth documentary, like, told through the eyes of the people that knew him best, like his old bandmates, wife, mistress, kids, like, and I say mistress, but it's mistresses, sis.
So what fascinates you about, like, Bob Marley?
In general, or I just think he's one of the greatest musical icons that ever lived thus far. I mean, you think about people like him and Michael Jackson, like the reason why there's no one else comparable is because no one is ever going to go to another country and be like, mistake you. You know what I mean? Right. Bob Marley and Michael Jackson, everyone around the world knows their face. you know, like it's just like, you know, but if you take any Joe Schmo rapper that, you know, think or singer who thinks they're so popular and they go to like Japan or something, it's like, are you Michael Jordan?
Right.
But like everyone knows who Bob Marley is from coast to coast, ocean to ocean, continent to continent. And so yeah, I've always been fascinated, and it's just a really awesome documentary. And I also recommend Pariah. It took a long time for me to see it, but it was in select theaters. And it basically, it's like a coming of age story about, you know, this young black family, and you're dealing with the fact that their daughter is a lesbian, and like, you know, the whole struggle with that, and, you know, then being in denial. And I don't want to give away too much of the movie, but it really just speaks to that relationship and that tension of like, how do I come out to my parents and be myself but still remain, you know, keep our relationship intact, and, you know, just negotiating all of that. And yeah, it's a really good movie, really heartfelt, and I enjoyed that. So.
Did you see the Steve Harvey movie?
No, I haven't seen Act Like a Man, Think Like a Woman. Funny enough, I was actually sort of interested in seeing it, but yeah, I just didn't get the opportunity yet.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
We have Justin here, who's an attendee, so you could definitely get some thought as to how you like the event so far.
Awesome.
So Justin, that's Patrice and Vladimir.
Nice to meet you guys.
We're live here at the second annual Rising Affluent. We have an attendee with us, Mr. Justin. How you doing, man?
Good. All right.
Have a seat. So which panel did you attend?
I just attended the Side Hustle. The official title is The Gentle Art of the Side Hustle and Moonlighting with the End Goal.
Okay. And what were your thoughts on the panel?
First off, great speakers, you know, from different variety of backgrounds, variety of different experiences. But I think the common theme that you take away is that they follow their passion.
All right. Who was speaking at that panel?
I couldn't name all the speakers.
Okay.
You got a blogger, you got some guys in finance, so it really is a variety of different backgrounds.
Are you an entrepreneur or a student?
I am not. No, I work in exhibit design.
Okay.
From 9 to 5.
So you came here today to today's conference to exactly get what out of the conference?
More focus. You know, I think everyone, especially in New York, has 1, 2, 3, or 4 hustlers on the side.
Right.
And you know, a point they made in the session was really kind of focusing and narrow down what your passion, drive is,
right,
and put 100% into it.
Exactly. So do you plan on, I guess, starting a business one day, or?
That's the goal at some point. Still trying to find my own focus, so it's kind of the reason why I'm doing it.
Got you. What other panels are you going to check out? Because there's 2 other breakout sessions, right, later on?
Correct.
3 others, actually.
Correct. Kind of like one of the later afternoon ones, turning creativity and dreams to realities.
Okay.
Definitely want to check out.
You're here just kind of getting some more feedback, or just listening?
Listening,
and
networking. Just trying to focus in, hearing speakers. I've done it.
Right.
Yeah, maybe find a mentor here. So
absolutely. And what do you do again?
Exhibit design. Trade shows, museums, but events. It's a little different.
That's cool. You're a creative type.
Sometimes.
All right. Well, thank you.
Hey, pleasure meeting you.
All right. So you heard it from Justin, an attendee. Huh? Oh yeah, I'm done with those. So you heard from Adrian, you heard from Patrice, you just heard from an attendee, Justin, who just, came to learn some more information, probably find a mentor. Tammy!
Hey, Vladimir, I want to come in and say hi.
Yeah!
My favorite people. How's everything? I am well.
So you're attending?
I am all over the place. I'm actually promoting the event I'm working with.
Okay.
Phyllis Yvonne Stickney.
Say hi to everybody. Say
hi, I'm Tammy Butler. I'm jack of all trades, master of everything.
Okay, tell us what's going on.
Phyllis Yvonne Stickney attended an event. I've met her through several other nonprofits, and she was our keynote speaker at the West Conference up at City College last month. She was so impressed with what we did, blown away with this actual conference. She agreed to ask us to host her next event.
Wow.
June 8th and 9th, she's hosting a 2-day event with the mayor of Irvington, New Jersey.
Okay.
And I would love to introduce her to you guys and possibly have you come and live stream. If you come to Jersey, we want you.
Okay.
So it's an all-day conference June 9th at Essex College. It's also a comedy show that evening, hosted by Phyllis herself, and I just got Malika Millette to come on and co-host with her.
Nice.
So networking is the greatest tool ever, ever.
So how long have you been working on this?
Literally less than a month.
Really?
Literally. This is her first conference, and it's called Cultivating Excellence.
Right.
And it's basically, the goal is to inspire women through faith, fitness, and finance.
So this is a great avenue to come today and network and get the word out.
Absolutely.
Definitely.
Urban League, I'm also supporting Urban League because we're in the process of starting fundraising and scholarship for our high school students. So I'm Urban League, promoting Phyllis, and everything else.
How's it working with the high school students? How's that going?
It's busy. Regions, and I'm middle school, so I sometimes dab into high school, but now the last 2 months are really busy with graduation and college prep and so many things. But you know what? Life is great. We're alive, and word of mouth is, again, the best referral. So yeah.
Sure,
So I would love to have you guys come on. I'm actually going to meet up with her tomorrow, and I will introduce your company, and I'll see if you guys can come on and do some live streaming out in Jersey.
Yeah, we could definitely see what we could do with that.
Great people. I was at another event and had some physical forms and ran out, so I literally went to make some copies just to be here.
All right,
so we'll definitely talk.
All right.
Great team.
Definitely.
Okay.
All right.
Take care.
Take care.
This is your direct information on your card? I don't know if I have your...
I'll give you mine.
Okay.
Yeah. This goes to all of us, so you can take it.
Okay, I'll send you the actual hard copy flyer, but I want her assistant, if I'm able to get you guys to come on, to be in touch with you. So let me just send this.
Yeah, that goes to all three of us.
Okay.
So we'll get the information.
Okay, you'll see Cultivating Excellence. You know it was my referral.
Awesome.
Okay, brother. See you later.
Okay. Okay, so that was Tammy Butler. She's doing a great event next month in Jersey. So we're networking here, folks. We're networking, we're live streaming, we're doing interviews, we're doing it all. And we've got Kevin Brown, who will be back with us shortly. Oh my goodness. He's a speaker as well.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I think he just got maybe.
Okay, awesome.
Maybe I forgot. It's a key.
He was a what?
I said he's a key.
Oh. Now you caught it. Look at you, like.
Let me stop this. Let me be professional.
That's crazy. Yeah, you're a professional. So we have Kevin Brown who's going to be with us very shortly, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for staying with us. And here he is, Mr. Kevin Brown.
Is that a real announcement?
We are live. Come on in. What's up, bro?
man?
How you doing? All right. Nice to meet you.
Good to meet you.
So tell everybody a little bit about yourself.
My name is, am I looking here?
You're looking right here. Yeah.
Okay, my name is Kevin Brown. I'm a motivational speaker for teenagers, college students, and professionals. And I motivate my audiences across the nation through fashion, pop culture, and my signature keynote, which is labeled Material Brand.
Awesome. And you was a speaker today?
Yes, I spoke on an entrepreneurship panel.
How was that?
It was amazing. It was great to actually give out some tips about this grind that I've been on for a very long time.
How long you been doing it? How long you been grinding and doing the motivational speaking?
Motivational speaking, a little over 2 years, but just entrepreneur in general. When I was in second grade, I was charging students a quarter of a pencil with all of the team logos on it to help them with their homework and class assignments. So I've been at it for a while, and I ran my own clothing company when I was in college.
Okay, awesome, man. So, and how was the panel today? Like,
panel was amazing.
What were some of the main points that you got across to the folks?
People were asking about time management, and I gave out one of my secret strategies, which is to do things in a time block. People fail to realize, should know that there's 168 hours in a week. If you sleep for 8 hours a day, it's 112 hours, because that's 56 taken away. But we don't really sleep 8 hours a day. So with all of that time, if you are working a 9 to 5, then when you get out, I like to, if I know that I want to work on a speech for 10 hours in a week, then I'm going to block out in 2-hour intervals or 1.5-hour intervals, and I use a stopwatch. And so that's one of the strategies that I gave out, is that actually time yourself to make sure that you meet your time quotas. You have to be disciplined.
Absolutely.
And something else that I share with them is that entrepreneurship is 24 hours. Make sure that you really want this. If you're working a 9 to 5, once you get off at 5, you're set. You can do whatever you want. But if you're working as an entrepreneur, you might get a phone call from the West Coast or from another country at 2 a.m. and you have to take it, because this could be the difference between going big time or saying, you know.
It's a certain grind, it's a certain mentality that you need to have as an entrepreneur to make it happen, to make your dreams come true.
By any means necessary, that's the mentality.
So as a motivational speaker, where are you going to be speaking at, or where have you, been spoken at before?
Wow, I mean, I've spoken at a array of places. I'm working on a tour right now. Hopefully, it'll be coming up with the Voice of America. I used to work for Les Brown. He's more big time motivational.
Oh, Les Brown. Okay.
Yeah, I used to work for him. I've spoken at Texas A&M University, Kids in College program. Boys and Girls Clubs of America, I've spoken there. I've spoken at Clark Atlanta University, and a array of different colleges and conferences for foster care. Being I'm a former foster child.
So it's not just on YouTube, you can actually get it on iPhone.
Foster care. Very interesting experience. I wouldn't wish it upon anyone.
It's a beautiful story that I'm just saying that
it's like
here
their videos just on YouTube and of course YouTube. Everyone.
Foster care is, to say the least, the character building experience situation where you must decide who you're going to be and are you going to become bigger than your situation.
Content doesn't exist.
I mean, I can talk about foster care.
We're live. I mean, share with us what you're comfortable sharing.
Again,
I went into foster care when I was 9 months, and so I started out with my older sister. My older sister and I. We ended up in a closing shelter. By the time I was 5, I was in 9 different placements. By the time I was 5, and we ended up in a closing shelter. This lady came and got us from the shelter.
Right.
And she was sitting with us for 30 minutes. She moved us to her home in Toledo, from San Francisco. And we were the last 2 kids at the shelter to be taken away. So all the other kids had families and got to go home with somebody. My sister and I had to stay, there until somebody came and got us. And we were the only 2 there for days. And I moved to Vallejo. I was a problem child, and I worked in this Continentals of Omega Boys and Girls Club, which really had a very big impact on me. The program really took the time to invest in me. So let's say, because I was definitely a troubled child.
That's the beautiful thing about life. Like it's a journey.
Yeah, it's a marathon. It's a marathon.
So now, what kind of led you to the path of where you at?
So again, it's like
yeah.
I worked for Les Brown, and after I worked for Chicago, based out of Chicago. I worked for Les, and I liked what he was doing, but I wasn't sure that would be my lane. And so I hosted for TV for a little while, and then came to New York. I worked in the fashion industry with a company called Terrace Nation. And then I decided that I wanted to do something more impact. Shopping, Tony? Okay. So yeah, I was working over there, and I decided that I wanted to do something that had more impact to save kids who were similar to me. Because I was one of those kids that almost didn't make it. The reason why I went to college is because one of my 9th grade photography teacher was supposed to stop me after basketball game. My 11th grade year said, "Kevin Brown, are you going to college?" And I responded, "No, I don't have any money. I'll probably go to a junior. I don't have any family. How can I go?" And she took the time over the rest of that semester. She taught me how to fill out college scholarships, college applications, and how to just apply myself. And from that, I was accepted to go to 27 colleges and universities. And I actually ended up going to school, not only graduating with 2 degrees, I graduated debt free because of what she taught me, her taking the time. So I wanted to get into speaking and get into coaching to help others be like myself or have better stories. Actually, I want you to be like me, better. So that's why I got into the speaking.
Well, great to meet you. Thanks for sharing your story. Are you doing any more panels?
I don't think so. If somebody is not available, I'll definitely make myself available. I just love to help, man.
Kevin Brown.
Yes, thank you. Appreciate it.
All right, people at school.
To meet the show, Mondays at 9 o'clock. On Way 45 TV.
Stephen Knight. I love you. Huh?
Right, you announced yours for another interview?
Where'd you go?
In the room.
They giving those out?
I didn't know.
Speaking
Chicken.
about this.
Turkey.
He's also he's a comms director.
It's lunchtime.
Director of the Post. I think she does one.
Oh, you want the organic water? You got your water.
Organic
over there?
water. You on that one? Organic water?
They have ice. Do they have ice?
I know.
Lemon.
Yeah. Organic water.
Drinking water.
Organic water.
Pretty boy.
Yeah, if you give me your email, I can send you a.
We are live, ladies and gentlemen.
Which one is my water
TV.
from the mountains?
And look, if I have to eat while doing interviews, I'll do that.
You're gonna put me on the
That's just what we're gonna have to do.
So I have to put what?
We're just gonna have to do that. So did you enjoy the Kevin Brown interview? Pat, did you enjoy the Kevin Brown interview?
Oh, I'm sorry?
Did you enjoy the Kevin Brown interview?
I did. It was very inspirational.
Yeah, that was really dope.
His story is phenomenal. I'm happy that he felt, okay with sharing that with us.
That was beautiful. That was powerful.
If that's not going to make you get up and do work, I don't know what it is.
Yeah, sure.
Instagram and all that stuff.
Yeah, I haven't. I'm not
Did
there
you
yet, honestly.
get his information?
I do. I have his card, and I look forward to staying in contact with him. That was awesome.
Yeah, we're definitely in contact with him.
So we got another attendee.
Oh,
that's Vladimir. No, it's alright. He won't.
It's fine.
In the beginning, he won't. Maybe later
It's
on.
so chill.
It's actually.
It's live right now.
Myself, there's no retake.
Don't
There's
be
no-
shy.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, come on. Just like you've already committed. Come on.
Yeah.
2 minutes.
What are you gonna ask me?
I'm gonna ask you about that.
Your deepest, darkest secret.
Yeah.
So that's Vladimir.
Hi.
Hi.
Nice to meet you. What's your name?
I'm Sharia.
Sharia. So you're an attendee. Which panel did you check out today?
I just checked out panel B, which I believe was writing your brand. So that's my list. I don't remember.
Give me that part.
Let me see.
Okay. Yeah. Which one did you attend? You can. This one right here. Panel B. Exit strategies.
But you can also
Build your
take if you're here.
Okay.
And you
So
see
how was
you can also,
that?
like,
It was
I didn't
nice.
tweet it. I've been taking
really
pictures.
you can take pictures and tweet out the
what I
pictures.
thought
That'd be great
was
too.
really good.
Excuse
The
me.
person I remember most was a bell in Brooklyn. I came in just as she was speaking.
Oh, Demetrius.
Sure.
Okay.
And just how when she was, building her blog and it was really paying off,
Yeah.
the company she was on at the time, and she was then trying to take her personal blog and put it on their site.
Oh, wow.
Right. And so just they were talking about how she keep her side hustle with you and her job separate, because they just really take her.
So are you an entrepreneur? Or
I am not.
I
am not.
Okay. So what's your main takeaway for coming to this topic?
I am in New York City.
Oh, thank you. I'll be back.
Yeah. How long you been in New York?
About 4 months.
This is a great start. I'm telling you, this is really a great start to networking with the young professionals circuit here in New York. Obviously there's a lot of people here, investors, financial advisors. Great choice being here. Are there any other panels that you want to check out today? That interests you? Because there are some breakouts.
That's special interest.
Okay.
Definitely interested.
Awesome. So thanks for coming. Not that bad, right? Okay. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thanks.
All right. Ready?
Yes.
Let's do this.
Not the APB that I'm in Harlem.
Tweeting.
I never come up here. Although I've been here 3 times.
Oh, that's mine? Okay. Hi, Demetria.
Hi, how are you? Good to see you, babe.
What's up?
I'm good.
So, we're here, Demetria Lucas. So, ladies, fellas,
Bella
fellas.
Brooklyn.
Yes,
I'm
Bella
a fan.
Brooklyn. Get your notepad, pen, and paper ready. Get some notes. So, what's up? How was the panel today?
Oh my God, it was a amazing panel.
Which one?
Gosh, that's me. It's new questions that came on stage. It was about side hustles. How do you maintain a job on the side hustle?
Now I must say, I mean, you're all over the place. You're branding,
It's all on my part too.
Twitter, the social networking. You're on different outlets. What were your experiences like? What did you tell them about the side hustle?
Well, I talked about the importance of having one. When you're in corporate America or any sort of 9 to 5, you need something that you own that is yours. So when that 9 to 5 is like kicking your butt, you need something that you can like, I'm the CEO of this, I own this. And the confidence you build on that one side and the experience you gain, it also translates over to your 9 to 5. So it's a very back and forth sort of relationship.
So what led you to the path of becoming a relationship expert?
Well, a couple of things. Was a huge fan of like shows like Sex and the City. Noticed that when people talk about like white women being single and dating, it was like adventurous and fun. It was great. And you start talking about black girls dating,
right.
And then it becomes like this, oh, woe is me, it's the worst thing on earth. You'll never get married. There was no adventure. That wasn't my experience. So I wanted to write about my experience of women like me who had fun dating, who were living great lives, who were single and weren't depressed and were full of possibilities. Because I was writing about the topic so often, and also because I was at Essence, people would write in and start asking me advice.
Right.
So first I started giving it, and then I realized I was falling into a trap that a lot of some of the people I complain about, some of the guy experts, they just wake up one day and say, I have all these opinions about women, and I'm just going to give them out to the world. So I went back to school and became a life coach, so that if I was going to give people advice, I was giving them good advice. I was giving them advice in a way that they could receive it, they could implement in their lives the best way, and really make positive changes that were effective.
Very smart. So you have your book out.
Yes.
Talk to us about your book, and I know you share a lot of your personal experiences in that book. So tell us a little bit more about that.
Belle in Brooklyn came out last June 14th in hardcover. It comes out again June 19th in paperback. So I'm going on a huge 15 cities summer tour, which I'm excited and very inundated with work about. It's the story of my dating life from about 22 to 30. I found that when lots of people discuss their dating experiences or relationships with guys, they're not very honest. They either give you the sugar-coated version of, oh, we met and then we lived happily ever after, or he was a dog, he was horrible. I find that there's a big gray area, there's a big in-between. And so I wanted to talk about some of the mistakes that I made. I wanted to talk about some of the things that I got really right, and I wanted to share those lessons with other readers in a non-preachy way. This isn't like a dating advice book where if your X girl do Y or your Y girl do Z. This is very much relatable. Some people would have the experience or experience something similar. There might be a whole new world for them, but my goal is that they'll take something away that they find useful that applies to their lives.
Okay, now everybody needs to take out their pen and paper. Tips, some relationship tips, some common relationship tips that you would give us right now as far as being in a relationship.
Being in a relationship.
And making it work.
Of course, because that's the goal. It's not actually, what do you think I should do? Lead. I would say one is communicate. I answer those phone screen questions on Twitter every day. I've answered like 18,000 of them about dating relationships over the last 2 years. One of the biggest questions is people write in, my guy did X, I'm unhappy, what should I do? Well, if your man, have a conversation with him. And it doesn't have to be confrontational. I think sometimes culturally we think we gotta like blow everything up. But you can say, hey, babe, you did X, Y, Z. I would prefer it if you did Y. Do you think that's something we can work on? Most people are pretty accommodating. If you're in a relationship, you kind of want to make them happy. Do things together. Like a lot of women, especially, they want the guy to come up with all the great ideas. He doesn't take me out. We always do the same thing. Well, you in a relationship too.
Definitely.
You can come up with some ideas. He will appreciate, not being always on. This is a big one that keeps coming up lately. People keep asking about moving in together. There was some big article that came out recently that I can't find, but because of all the questions, I know that somebody wrote about it because somebody's nodding in the back. So everyone keeps asking about moving in together.
Right.
Not exactly the biggest fan of it, but I think the big thing that women especially, we move in with our boyfriend and we think this is progress in a relationship, and we're thinking like, oh, this is going to lead to marriage, and the guy's just thinking like, oh, cheap rent. Like he's thinking about saving money. So again, you have to communicate with your partner what your needs are, what your expectations. Communication is the foundation of every relationship. If you're not good at that, then your relationship ain't going to be too happy.
Awesome. And you're on your blog every day.
Something like that.
Okay.
Something like that. I'm hustling right now.
Definitely.
Overdrive.
So tell everybody where they can find you, because I know you are all over the place, but definitely, have the opportunity to plug where you can check out your advice.
Okay. Well, I write for several different sites. On Thursdays on theroot.com, I have a column called Ask Demetria. I also write for Essence a couple times a week. I have a column on Clutch, and you can find all that information on my blog, or at least the excerpts from those pieces at bellinbrooklyn.com. You can also find me on twitter.com at bellinbk. If you have dating and relationship questions or questions about anything, they ask me stuff like I'm the oracle. It's formspring.me/bellinbk. And if you're interested in life coaching or dating coaching, you can find information about that on my blog as well at bellinbk.com. At Bellinbrooklyn or at bellinbk.
Any more panels for this afternoon, or?
I got a panel at 3 o'clock talking about following your creative vision, how to sort of make a creative career and actually make money at it. And people forget, like, entertainment is a business.
No doubt.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Demetria Lucas, ladies and gentlemen.
Nice.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Anytime.
Alright, so next up we got Brian and Marcus from Incubate NYC.
Alright.
I think we're gonna get another chair.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So let's glide in here, Marcus.
Yeah, definitely. Good.
We get this out here.
So I'm gonna be. You want me in the middle? I'm gonna be in the middle.
Oh yeah.
All right. Fellas, what's up?
Hey, how's it going?
All right. So we're here with Brian. Marcus, what's going on? Incubate NYC.
We're incubating things.
So the first technology incubator in Uptown Manhattan. Talk to me about the vision and the concept and what you guys want to do with it.
Well,
go ahead. We're good.
we recognize that there's been a lot of investment in technology infrastructure in the city of New York over the last few years, and a lot of people have been starting businesses. Now, we also believe that there's a ton of talent and a lot of inspiration from the people in Upper Manhattan, Harlem, Morningside Heights, and pretty much everything above 59th Street. But there hasn't been any infrastructure built for the people to have a place to go, to get access to resources, or to really just collaborate and create that community that helps spawn new ideas and new businesses.
Right.
So Marcus and I have been incubating NYC for the last 6 months, and we've really been pushing and raising awareness of the need for there to be a technology incubator in Harlem.
Right.
Go ahead.
Yeah, so the way we think about it is space is cool, but it's really about the movement, right? It's about the movement of changing the way that people think about Harlem and the economic infrastructure there, right? So when you think about Harlem, typically and historically, it's been, churches, nonprofits, and retail. Yeah. And we think that there's opportunity to change that by leveraging startups. Just being here at this conference, it's amazing how many people are, doing side hustles, but also have that passion project that it might not be like a technology startup that could be the next Facebook, but it could absolutely be something that services community properly. And so what we think is hey, let's just start the movement, right?
Absolutely.
We have our niche that we're going to focus in on, but there's other people that could play a role in it too,
Absolutely. Talk to us about the partners that you guys are working with to kind of make this happen.
Yeah, so we've had a great cadre of partners join the team so far. We have Google, who's been super supportive. We have Columbia University, who's actually been super supportive, and they collectively are looking at helping a lot of the startups with their technology and building the product. We have Abyssinian Development Corporation, which has been super helpful, and as we all know, Abyssinian is not a small-known name in Harlem, but they really believe that creating jobs in Harlem and giving resources to people in a place like Harlem is really important. We have a relationship with Harlem Business Alliance for the same thing, and we also have partnerships with Alston & Bird, which is a law firm, and Holtz, Rubenstein & Remnick, which is an accounting firm.
Awesome. Yeah. How many startups are you guys working with right now?
That's a good question.
That's a good question. So one thing that Brian has done, which I think is fantastic, is we don't have a space built yet, so we're in the process of doing that. But we're hey, why wait, right? We can actually start working with businesses now. And so one thing that Brian started was called Hustle Mondays, where virtually coffee shops, what have you, we will meet with businesses and talk to them about how they can actually build their business and scale. but also put them in touch with our partners now, right? So we don't have to have a space to put them in touch with Google and like facilitate that meeting for one-on-ones. We can start that now, and so that's one thing that we're doing. And so when it comes to the businesses, we're also looking at investing in a couple businesses as well.
Definitely.
So we have a pipeline that we're starting to build out, and things are going well.
And so how long would you, the timeline would you say, if I'm a young business, a young startup, and I go to Hustle Mondays and I network with you guys, and to hopefully one day possibly even get us some investment dollars to help grow the business, what would that timeline look like? In a sense, is it a 3 to 6 month process, or is it relative to for every different?
I think it's relative, because depending on the stage of company somebody's at, I think it can change. Some people have a PowerPoint and that's their idea, and it can take years or maybe months to get that business to a point where it's ready for investment, or they could have a business and they just need a little growth capital. So depending on the stage of company you're at, dictates when any investor would be interested in putting money behind you. I think that one really key thing to consider, and part of what Marcus and I really focus on, is creating lines of observation of people as opposed to dots in time where I've seen you. So the first time you come to somebody for money in any form shouldn't be the first time that you met them. There's a really important thought behind connecting with people consistently over and over time, to build a real relationship with them and to build that trust that, hey, your business is going in the right direction, but your team is actually really qualified and capable of executing the plan that you set forth in front of people.
And I'm going to pause there because I think it's a bi-directional street, right? So even though it sounds cool to have an investor who's willing to put up money after the first meeting or a coffee, that's probably not a good investor, right? Because that is someone who is really just putting money in without really knowing, and you haven't had the chance to really evaluate if this is someone that you want a part of your business. And so that's one reason why we're very focused on creating that line, is because, hey, the entrepreneur is evaluating us as well as we're evaluating the entrepreneur. And I think that's something that more entrepreneurs should really think about, is the evaluation of their investor base. Because, hey, it's, they talk about, having a partnership is like a marriage. Well, those are like your in-laws.
Right. It's more than just the money. It's really about the relationship building.
Right, absolutely.
Aspect of it.
Absolutely.
So with all of the businesses that you guys have been meeting with over the last, months or so, which ones, what new startups are coming up, in what spaces in particular?
It's an interesting thought. So we definitely have seen a lot in the digital media and distribution space, one of which being Wave 45. Check it out if you haven't already. Holler at it. And I actually found that interesting because it's a team comprised of people who've had experience in the space and saw an opportunity where larger corporate institutions weren't acting. So they actually learned how to code and then put a product together, and they're starting to do it now. So kudos to that. Where Marcus and I spend a lot of our time is actually in healthcare and financial technology, because these are two very antiquated industries that have a lot of opportunity for turning things that are paper-based or people-based into more time and efficiency through technology. And I think there are people in those spaces that can create businesses that can be very helpful to the industry broadly, as well as specifically to a community like Harlem.
So have you guys speaking on today's panel?
Yeah, we spoke on today's panel around hustling and moonlighting. And so the focus was hey, how do you know when it's time to go? And that's been something that it's tough, right? Because oftentimes, people from our community don't necessarily have a backup capital to rely on. So you need to be able to say, all right, do I have 12 months, of capital to be able to survive? But beyond that, because it's really not about the money, it's do you have the right vision? Do you have the right business model where you feel confident that you can go out and truly execute? And so we were talking about that on the panel, and it was great. People seem to be pretty engaged and really into finding their passion.
Awesome. Any other panels you guys are doing, or just networking afterwards?
We're networking afterwards, and we are always available at Incubate NYC on Twitter. Contact incubatenyc@gmail.com, www.incubatenyc.org, and most importantly, we have an event next week, Uptown 2.0, which is going to be a conversation with the entire city about how to make Harlem the next big tech neighborhood.
Brian and Marcus of Incubate NYC, it's more than just about the money, it's about relationship building. Thank you guys for doing this for us.
Absolutely, thanks a lot.
Absolutely, man.
All right, thank you.
All right, guys.
All right.
Cool.
Awesome. Thank you guys.
Anytime, man. Anytime.
All right.
All right, we'll see you guys around.
Now I'm off to learn how to code.
Okay. Take care, man. All right. Look at this guy. Yeah? Look at this guy, Stephen Knight.
That's right. Full stomach.
You didn't take one picture yet.
Oh, I
You just been eating this whole time.
I took 3.
You took 3 pictures.
And one of them was not going to focus. So 2.5.
Oh my goodness, that is funny.
Handy before you do the next interview.
What is that?
Chicken.
Oh.
Organic.
Yeah. I'm gonna eat on camera.
And Dalai Lama over here.
Oh, this is cute.
Yeah, it's really
Lunch.
everything you need is in
It's my lunchbox.
I love it.
6th grade.
Oh,
It's awesome.
I'm good. I got cookies in here. I'm good. I'm good now.
Everything you need is inside.
Perfect. It's a chicken wrap.
Fruit cup.
All right.
Organic water.
I have my fruit cup.
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's hammer.
It's really good. Like
Yeah, it
the
is.
fruit is mad ripe.
And it's fresh.
Really? Good job, Rising Affluent. Good job. All right. Yeah. I stay in the hot seat. I know Adrian ate already.
I probably
That
doing
guy.
right now.
Yeah.
We probably on the second box.
This guy. It's funny.
Yeah.
So that was good. We got Demetria. We got Ryan.
What you call us here also?
Who's that?
Tamika. Tamika Flowers Holland?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I definitely want to interview her.
Alright.
I saw our boy from the meetup. What's his name?
Meet up. Oh, Nick.
Yeah.
Nick.
Should drag him in here.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay.
Drag him in here.
Every time.
Oh!
Oh, you ready to go again?
You ready to go again,
Go?
girl? For the real go around?
I was just like, why is it not close?
For the real go around?
Oh no, we closed it because we were.
I don't have a meatball now.
Excuse me?
I don't have a meatball in my mouth now. Fruit. I got fruit now.
It was getting really loud in the hallway.
Okay, gotcha.
We should probably open it. We don't want people to think it's being antisocial.
We'll sit down right now. I don't know about it.
They're doing what?
We'll sit down right now. I don't know about it.
Oh, yeah, they're doing the lunch and something with Lindsay Pollock right now.
Oh, okay.
Who was she?
She is the head like LinkedIn or something.
Oh, really? Was that LinkedIn people?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Awesome. Wait, is it?
Is this like a Q&A between those two?
It's sort of like okay, she's an author of Getting from College to Career and global LinkedIn spokesperson.
Awesome.
Okay.
Yeah, so she's
LinkedIn?
a keynote interview. So
Okay.
it's like eating lunch while you listen.
LinkedIn is awesome for employers. Like it makes
For
their
sure.
job so easy. I can't even tell you how many times people just email me like, "Oh, we have a job, blah blah blah."
Oh, really?
From LinkedIn, yeah. And I'm not even like active, like updating stuff all the time on LinkedIn. It's really weird, but I guess for HR, it's like
Wow.
it's so easy for
I was
them. You
telling
know,
my sister that but she's not on LinkedIn. She's a
you
teacher.
have to be like.
She like runs from all things social media, and I was just like, you were about to start looking for a job, and I said, you won't even go through all the resume stuff, and
Yeah.
running
Yeah.
out, they'll find you.
Yeah, they do.
Wow.
They really do. They're like out there hunting for people. Like, I made my dad sign up.
So you made your dad what?
My dad signed up. He's like,
Oh.
someone told me I need to sign up for LinkedIn. He's like, I'm not leaving my job. I'm curious. I was like, do it, Dad.
It's a, you know what? It's a good thing to do, even if you're not
Chicken
looking,
wrap.
because you
Yeah.
just can, you know.
You want to do the interview? Let's do the
like,
interview right
never-
now.
No, I'm not.
Do it right now. Come
No,
on.
I'm not doing it.
Come on, don't be shy.
I'm not shy.
Come,
Am I shy? Do you think I'm shy?
come do the interview.
Well, does that work? What does that work with?
Come on, don't be shy.
Also, you're trying another tactic. Now, did I try to be nice? Okay, nice and smooth.
Yeah, the demanding tactic didn't work, so I'm
Yeah.
trying to be real nice. I'm trying to be real nice and smooth now.
Nice and smooth not working either.
Okay.
Try third time
That's-
is way the charm.
That's cool.
Pivot.
No, I'm gonna pivot. You know what? That's cool.
Pivot.
I got you the
He
first
was
time.
like,
It's
and then he
cool.
was like,
He's trying the third one, like, no, I should have
It's
It's
cool.
cool.
Hey, it's cool.
Yeah, okay, let's
I'm just-
go. Let me know. I'm okay,
I'm just trying to help you out. I'm just trying to plug your company. It's cool.
You know, you do a great plug. I appreciate that. Yes, I appreciate that.
Funny. So it's this is lunch, right?
yes, it is.
And then after that we got. Oh, okay, they're going this way. Build your business from the ground up. And then two breakout sessions. Is that Adrian?
Or did it just click? Let me check. Yeah, after this is oh, you got it.
Stephen Knight.
Yeah. Keenan, Derek Fleming.
What's Timmy got?
She's there right now. I'm gonna get to her after that conversation's over.
Oh, he's the partner and director of new business. I'd be interested to hear him.
Who's that?
Derek Fleming, partner and director of new business from Marcus Samuelson Group in Red Rooster.
Oh, yeah.
That would be interesting to hear.
Yeah.
They got the restaurant game on.
I gotta
right
check this place out.
Red
Yeah,
Rooster?
is it? You
So much.
Have you eaten there?
No, but I keep hearing really good things about it.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Gotta try this place out.
We're live
Yes,
on
we are.
Wave45.tv. Do you see
I
me?
can see you. I can see you.
Sorry,
Awesome.
we're not including you guys in our
That's
side
cool. Tweet us
conversation.
at Wave45TV. We are at the second annual Rising Affluent Conference at Columbia University. We're having a great time. We interviewed some great people so far.
Yeah. Demetria Lucas,
Demetria Lucas, Kevin Brown,
President Obama.
Brian Shields.
President Obama,
Came through real quick. So quick you didn't get to record it.
Brian Shields, Brian and Marcus of Incubate NYC. Who else did we interview? We interviewed a couple of attendees who were very happy to
Yeah.
come on.
Getting
and
a
talk
lot of
about.
knowledge here.
Interviewed Nicole McGarrow.
That you did. I like the way you use past tense.
Well, we're gonna interview her again as soon as she has her lunch.
Yeah, lunch is in 3 hours, so no problem.
Crazy.
There are plenty of attendees, I'm sure, that want to speak to you.
How long was the lunch for?
So,
Thinking it. Oh, I don't know. I don't have the timeline. This is my timeline.
so the Rangers, dude, like, what's up with that?
What do you mean what's up with
Game
that?
7, right?
Yeah. But tonight's gonna be a breeze. This is
Okay.
here in New York. They were just touring in Washington.
So you're saying tonight's gonna be a breeze? So
Yeah,
you're
I'm
saying
not worried about tonight.
So you're saying they're gonna win and they're gonna advance?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Okay.
I'm just worried about the next round. The Devils.
They already advanced?
Yeah, they're in the Eastern Conference
Is
Finals
that a
now.
good cookie? That may be the only reason
So-
No, but who are the Devils playing right now?
Nobody. They just beat.
Okay,
last
so
team.
they're waiting for the winner of Capitals Rangers.
Exactly.
understand what
So
you're
that game,
saying.
when the Rangers win tonight, they face off against Jersey on Monday.
Thank you.
Okay.
And this is the Eastern Conference Finals.
Right.
So whoever wins this, which is going to be the Rangers, they play the final rounds for the Cup. It's probably going to be LA.
Is Chris a Ranger fan?
No, he's a Devils fan. That's why it's going to be like the Hatfields and the McCoys between us two.
This is why he keeps calling me.
I did until my Knicks got
This is why he keeps calling me.
destroyed. Huh?
This is why he keeps calling me, because he keeps talking about the Rangers this and the Rangers that.
Yeah, but I mean, he doesn't really know that you're not really a hockey fan. I mean, you used to be, right? You used to watch it.
Yeah, years ago.
Yeah, but he only bust your chops when the Mets are
The
playing.
Mets play, yeah.
That's the only time he bust your chops.
It's funny. Get some more of this fruit.
It's gonna be a beautiful day to go on Eastern Conference.
Yeah.
And when that Stanley Cup comes, yo, we got another fan. Sorry, man, I can't make it. This is for the Cup.
Yo, I haven't seen you in like 2 weeks, bro.
Because nothing been going on. I've been checking my email. I mean, most of the stuff I've been doing.
Stuff's been going on. You've been watching the damn Rangers. That's what you've been doing. That's what you've been doing. Come on. Fake me out.
Sometimes you just need a break, right?
Yeah, thank you.
You just need to disconnect. I'm a big fan of that. Thank you.
Fake me.
That's be steady.
I took, it's just I need my fix. I need my Rangers fix. And then come summertime, it's all baseball season. I'm all yours. 'Cause I ain't got nothing to do with baseball.
Oh, it is the worst.
It's a great game. It's a strategic game.
Whatever, exactly.
And-
That's exactly how I
and
feel
you
about
get
it
the
too.
realization of it when you actually go to the game.
Me and we on the
I
same
tried it.
page.
I tried mine.
Unless you go, I like to go to games, and then I kind of even games it doesn't hold your attention that much. You still eat your hot dog,
Yeah, no. Drinking
drinking
like my
beer.
fifth
Yeah, like
something to numb the
it's
pain.
like it's. I mean, this is the problem with baseball, right? It's like the camera doesn't even make you like basketball stuff. It's like
Yeah.
oh, not good. Baseball. I mean, they putting the camera angle on dude like scraping his foot at the plate. I'm like, nobody want to see that. And he's standing like stats rolling up, like, oh, and I gotta read now too. Like, come on.
It's like golf.
Yeah.
I don't get it. I tried it.
What did Chris Rock say about golf? Take away the ball, it's just walking. You know, it's just like.
I tried. I went to a game.
That's true.
I went to a Yankee game. A friend of mine wants to, you ain't gonna go. I'm like, all right, let's go see what this thing's all about. Maybe it's better live. It's worse.
You-
At least if you're at home and you don't like it, you can just pick up the remote and change. You can't change it. You're stuck in that stadium. You can't change the channel. Like, oh, I'll come back to it. Check out the score.
The thing with New York baseball games that I love so much I could call myself a New Yorker now since I've been living here so much, but I'm talking about native New Yorkers, y'all born and bred people.
Yeah.
I die with laughter because it's like, then it's, fuck you, A-Rod! You suck, A-Rod! I'm like, they don't hold you down to the end, though.
They don't.
Y'all switch up. Y'all switch on.
No.
Y'all be switching. I went to a Knicks game.
That's what we do with
I went
with
to a
Amari.
Knicks game, and they was rooting for LeBron James.
That's what we do
Are they
with
Miami
Amari.
fans or are they Knicks fans?
Messed up his hands.
No, I think there are people that are just LeBron James fans. This was like last season when Nick. I think this
We're
was
still
like,
live, yeah.
Yeah. This was like before the Nelly. This was before y'all threw out the kitchen sink for Melo and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And I was going to Knicks. This when they was giving away Knicks tickets. Okay, so I went and I was like, okay, I'm gonna see a Knicks game, see what the home team's about.
Right.
People, LeBron.
While they're wearing Anthony jerseys.
Jay-Z and Beyonce down there. Everybody came to see. How you gonna go to a Knicks game, a home Knicks game, to see LeBron James?
Yo.
Needless to say, Miami watched them.
I went on the drive. We won one game in that whole series.
Well, we already knew that.
The bonehead move was
With the fire extinguisher.
Yeah.
The internet memes were so funny on this.
So everybody calling him out, they hit him one day, and then the next day they start cheering for him as soon as they put him in the game.
Of course, 'cause that's how
New
y'all
Yorkers.
do. Y'all
I knew he was gonna show up one game. I knew it.
But do you know what someone said though? Someone was like, we told y'all Amari can't prosper when he got braids in his hair. As soon as he cut his hair, ain't no black man with cornrows gonna prosper.
It's like this guy almost like self-sabotages
It's true.
himself. Like,
It's true. They was like, what are you gonna put cornrows in your hair for?
You gonna punch your hand through a damn fire extinguisher? What's wrong with this guy?
When I heard it, I was just like, click. I'm stuck.
Did you see the stitches? Like,
I didn't see the stitches.
It was
bad.
old.
He sent a tweet of a picture of his hand. The thing's crazy, bro.
Alright, we got a couple of things here.
Nice.
Right. Hey, what's going on?
Hello.
Come on in. What's up, man? Have a seat. What's your name?
Khalil. So,
Bilal.
Bilal.
Yeah,
and
Bilal,
Khalil,
come on down, man.
Are we doing this together?
Yeah. Yeah. We can. There's another seat here.
There's no seat. Yeah. Get this out the way.
So you're Khalil.
That's Bilal.
Bilal.
Not like the singer though.
Yeah, he almost hit me when I said that. Man. I was like, oh, like a singer.
I gotta stop myself. I almost punched him.
What's going on, fellas? Vladimir, by the way.
Vladimir.
Yeah, Wave45.tv. You guys are online.
Right now.
Yeah. Say what's up.
Hello.
All right.
It's
So
YouTube,
we're at lunch right now.
Not anymore.
Not anymore. I haven't been outside, so I don't know what you
Don't worry
guys
about
are.
it.
I'm in the box.
It's
Yeah.
my choice. They tell you that you were.
Yeah, they said I am here. This is where I'm stationed.
But
at,
you're missing
so-
all the jewels that'll be in
Well, this is why I'm going to ask you. What panels have you guys checked out thus far?
I actually went to the side hustling panel, which was very informative.
Okay.
Panel A.
Yeah.
Panel A.
Mm-hmm.
With Mr. Kevin Brown, KevinBrown1.com. So yeah, it's great. And also Demetria, she's in the back as well.
Right.
From Brooklyn.
Right.
So very good panel talking about balancing the work aspect as well as whatever your passion as far as side hustling is concerned. So it's definitely formative. Definitely a lot of information out there. So.
And your thoughts?
I came in toward the tail end of it, but some of what the panelists were talking about, actually, I went to undergrad with two of the panelists, Marcus Mann and Ryan Shields.
Right.
But some of what they were talking about is exactly what we talk about in American Express, where I work, where we go to these panel discussions on how to build your brand, or how to work on whatever you're working on, how to advance your career.
Right.
It has a lot of parallels of one, putting down on paper who do you want people to see you as, because we all see ourselves as one thing or another.
Right.
I'm first word you use is great, or I'm this or I'm that, I'm funny. But how do people see you? And then how do you sort of cultivate how people see you? And then how do you test how people see you? Go around to your friends and say, if you had to use 3 words to describe you, what would you use? So that's just a way of gauging how the world views you as a brand. Right. Not to say so much my name is Bilal, but I am Bilal. It becomes a different sort of verb, right? That's what I've taken away just from that little piece that I saw.
That's awesome. What other panels do you guys are going to check out? Because I know there's some more breakout sessions later on.
One of the ones that I wanted to take a look at is the switching careers, the changing lanes.
Okay.
Just as you know, you always want to prepare for that next move, the next shift, whatever it is. You know, you always want to be looking out for that next step, whether it's if I want to transition to the marketing realm or want to transition to more philanthropic aspect. So looking at how to be able to change lanes and do it successfully. So
are you guys looking to venture off into the entrepreneur? Are you guys entrepreneurs or looking to get into that role pretty soon?
I think the prerequisite for being an entrepreneur is probably having passion, and then having passion you can act on. So I'm still in that stage of my life, I think, and I think that's just to be honest with myself, definitely. But I understand the allure of having something you're in control of and having something you can drive forward, especially if you have a vision behind it. Definitely.
All right, guys. Well, thank you. All right. Political line.
And your name again?
Vladimir.
Vladimir.
No doubt.
So you nickname.
All right.
You're not from Russia, I'm imagining.
No.
Okay.
Cool.
Oh, yeah. Oh, looks like it's leaning there.
Oh, it's going down.
Young Jocks.
Cool. Can I do that?
No.
Really?
Nah, it's been on its way. You got it?
Yeah. Thanks, fellas. You guys talk about Little Big, Our Future?
No, you were supposed to come in and chime in.
Let's go.
Go ahead. You was driving the conversation. What did y'all want to talk about?
Our future?
Y'all can talk about our music.
I was a big Britney Spears fan. Right? We're going to talk about.
Let's talk about that. Kiss me, maybe. While I got lunch.
You want to talk music?
Yeah, let's talk about it.
That's quite alright.
Oh, no, let's have that conversation.
It's fun.
Did anyone here see the Avengers movie?
No.
What? It's like the most popular film of all time, and no one here has seen it?
It's so weird because it's so popular, yet I don't feel like it's had staying power. I haven't heard lingering conversations about it.
People that say something.
Comics and all that.
What about Think Like a Man?
I still haven't seen it yet. I mean, it was on my list, but I haven't seen it.
How was it?
It's just like romantic comedy, Steve Harvey pops up twice, but it's not like.
That's what made me want to see it.
Would guys like it?
Yes. Yes, it's true.
Yeah.
Guys who've seen it and think it's like, it's not one of those like, why am I watching this? It's not like,
It's not some love, savvy.
I heard it was good though.
It's really good.
Oh, I saw it. I just saw it 2 nights ago.
Yeah.
But I think it's
I got
better.
maybe on it.
I think it's better when you see it with a big crowd because everyone's like how great it was, and I went and there were 8 people in the theater, and it just wasn't a similar effect.
You need to go see it on like a Friday night with a bunch of black people.
That's exactly the type of movie it is. Yeah.
Okay.
Friday night with a bunch of black people in the movie theater.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was gonna say usually you don't want to do that, but in this case
you have to because like
that sounds
movies,
ratchet already.
Kevin Hart was doing like people making jokes. And everything. All we hear is crickets or one random guy like, oh, that's funny.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I can see it. All right, I'm gonna set myself up for that experience.
Yeah.
I just feel like, I don't know, like.
Is it cool if I point the camera in that direction?
At who?
I know. People don't want to be on camera eating. Are you kidding me?
I'm off right. I'm like,
are you kidding?
I'll get it. Just so that they see something. We're on break right now.
Let's talk about Avengers. We have a lot to say about it.
I'm going to see people's side.
Yeah, I'm
in front of face.
Oh, I heard it's good.
So we didn't see it.
No.
Now I'm gonna eat.
It's not what
You know what it is with movies? It's like.
Patrice. Just come on, so people can look at something.
Yeah.
People certainly don't see
But like on a Sunday though, like honestly, like
But you only eat on camera? I mean, you already had like a mint.
Hey, glad you got any more? What is it?
how you gonna make these food down? I don't know where the theaters are.
They just brought this to me. I thought you were eating.
He was making me sit down.
Wait, hold up. If you got a little piece.
Yeah, if I can't find one, I'm gonna give you this. I'm gonna get.
Nah, you can go do what you got.
That you're eating. What is that?
It's a chicken wrap.
Oh,
The other theaters people go to.
I'm glad it is animated. But yeah, you were saying it's not on your priority.
No, I mean, as much as I enjoy going to the movies, the motivation.
Yeah, I'm gonna break. If you say one, if you make one comment, I will get over there.
I used to love.
I'm really strong. Don't let this.
The motivation is so hard because it's such an expensive experience. And so I need like a lot of people like, you want to go see that movie? Yeah, but if it's just me that wants to see it, I'm like, oh,
40 seconds.
Demanded, whatever.
I went there.
Find some other interesting ways. Yeah, that's why I'm always like, I'm gonna go see that, but then if my friends aren't buzzing about it, then I'm like,
oh, that was not bad. Yeah, I went there.
That was nice. I like the 114. It's pretty cool. It's two theaters, like 114 and 117. It's 117 on a low, like it's on
I like this.
Yeah, it's like right on 23.
I forgot about that.
Low. I go downstairs.
See, I don't know, like, I hate to do train, like,
I don't even
like, I just do.
It's hard.
Always
It's
like,
like,
I'm on the 4 or 5 line.
I was like outside indoors and people are so expensive during the experience.
Yeah, and then you look like you're just breaking up a party.
For
I'm
real?
not sure if people
I
are
used to live
tweeting
in
at
Pacific
us.
in Kingston when I first moved here. So you're on the opposite end. Because you're like by Eastern Parkway then.
If you have any questions, tweet at us at Wave45TV.
Doesn't run very often. It seems like on the weekends.
Right now it's a lunch break, so we're just here just relaxing.
Yeah, sorry guys, nothing much to see.
Yeah.
Saturday to Atlanta and switch if I have to come to the city, but usually I don't leave Brooklyn on the weekend.
I don't either. I learned that after 2 months living here. I was like, I'm not going to the city on a Saturday night. Like,
you know, it works both ways. You know, all of our friends in Brooklyn, they say, you gotta come to us. Come to us. But I live in Queens, so I'm just like, this hasn't been calculated. I'm like, do you live by the G? if you're not on Bedford and North Street, I can't mess with you. Are you by the museum at least? I'm in Sunnyside. I'm near Astoria. I'm not that far, but still, Queens to Brooklyn.
What train is that?
Yeah. It's like another world for a lot of people.
Yeah, I've been twice.
You guys just sound like it's like another country or something
it's
like
not,
that.
you know what it is?
The Bronx, I go to Manhattan.
Oh,
and Brooklyn.
Well, I don't go to the Bronx. Nobody should go to the Bronx. There's no reason to go to the Bronx. Sorry, apologies.
I have GPS.
Oh, okay.
I would not.
No GPS in that Bronx?
Yeah. You get lost.
What do you like about it?
Really?
Like,
It's very confusing. I was like, I have one little trip up there or something. Oh, I heard City Island is nice. I have no idea where
I heard about City Island.
I've been.
Yeah, they have a seafood.
You've been?
It's nice.
So City Island is, how big is it?
It's not big. It's like a strip.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm trying to
Is it at least like beach?
Yeah. It's kind of, you think of sort of like Atlantic City. It's kind of like that idea of being on a sort of long strip or boardwalk where there's just a lot of restaurants where you can have seafood. Yeah.
I'll go for the seafood.
Yeah. I mean, it's probably like a nice little thing you could do one day in the summer.
A nice little Saturday.
Yeah.
Sunday.
Otherwise than that, there's no reason to go to Bronx. You know. Only because you love somebody that lives there. That's
some strong love.
That's
hard.
That's my ex used to live in the Bronx, and I went there twice. We moved together for 3 years. I was like, come to Brooklyn.
I used to live in the Bronx. We met in Harlem. I went to the Bronx.
You gotta play with toothbrush. Harlem.
I feel like going on the train going to Harlem from Brooklyn takes forever.
It takes less time to go to Philly on the train. Literally.
Are you serious?
When the train runs over.
I could see that. I could see that.
That's what I take a piece out on the whole thing, bro.
Oh, what?
So you gotta take like from Kingston Group to like
Kingston Group was nice.
On the C train?
Yeah.
The C
Well,
is
it's
that
They
train.
low key move.
No,
like 40 minutes to an
The
hour.
C is
It's
like.
not when it's running express.
Nah, what's that?
I've been on that train for a good hour and change. That's how I figured out the Philly thing.
I was on the train for 2 hours, I think Thanksgiving, because I had to go up there for a family something, and it was a 2 hour, and it was running fine, but I was literally, dang, I'm just like, it's like a movie. Usually there's a time.
Take a book. That's why you get your books done on the train. Make the trip to Harlem.
Right.
I do all my reading in transit. Yeah. It's like, it's so bad. Like, I can't sit still and read. I'm like, I should just be on the train reading this.
Yeah, I have to like train. It's not to work because I go to 59th and left.
Oh, okay.
I take the 4-5 up there, but that's like. I go 30 minutes after this girl that got my friend got me for my birthday. It's called What is the What?
What is that about?
Darfur. It's not Darfur, Sudan.
Okay.
Look like it looks like.
This guy
It
is
looks like,
basically talking about he was like 6 or 5 or something crazy, and he became one of the lost children. You know, they were in like the little camps.
Right.
But that's sad.
Adrian, that's enough for you?
That's sad. Let's talk about love in New York. That's sad too. I'm not talking about that either.
That's all y'all. I'm listening.
I don't like it. I don't like it.
Like what?
You think they here at work with you?
I have relationships. I think it's because I was from the DC area and I had like relationships or whatever. I mean, it was definitely difficult in DC, but like I had relationships. You know,
Maybe
here.
you date couples? Alright.
Yeah, I mean, I was a local.
Where
I
at?
was a Asian person.
Yeah, I went to Maryland with my car. I did like one PG County guy, and I was done after that. He came with a caddy, you know, around the corner.
I was done after that.
You dated on a real.
I did. And he had the cape and like the rubber, because he used to wear the rubber bands and the rubber bands on the jeans. I was just like, what is this?
They talking about regional style. I'm like,
and glitter on the cape. They put glitter on the cape.
I just know that they put the
Do you remember the glitter on the glitter?
Where is this? What you talking about?
What cape?
And it's like slash cape. Like I saw so many of them.
Wait, they were. Hold on. It's like superheroes. They were dressing like superheroes.
It's not so. Do you remember them, or am I don't remember? She
Googling
remembers
this.
them. It was a different type of style. They had glitter on some of them, and they pair them with their jeans or rubber bands.
Wait, guys wear this?
Hey, yo, that's some.
Absolutely.
You wear a cape.
Hey, yo, you a Bama.
As crazy as it sounds, like I wish like Connecticut did some crazy regional stuff. Like we just borrow New York everything. Yeah, like we don't have any like we gonna wear capes. Like you know, people in Connecticut wear Yankee hats. Like we don't have any regional.
It's a different thing to see.
A friend of mine told he's from DC, went to Flowers High School. He was telling me that he was into competitive modeling. I had never heard of that before, and he was like, "There's like a culture down there of like modeling against like schools." Yeah. I was like, competitive modeling? What is that? He's like, it's really big in DMV.
Guys who think that it's okay to make a sexual suggestion, and I don't even know your last name. Have you lost your mind?
Mm-hmm.
Come up to your house, honey.
They're trying to figure anyway.
That's what everybody says. I'm like,
that's what I said too.
I'm not giving off. My friends are like, it's not you. This is like.
But the thing is, you
Welcome
have
to New York.
The way
that's New York. This isn't.
No, I think it can be anywhere. But I always tell my friends, I'm like, you have to like call a guy out on it, because if you like let him think it's okay, then he's gonna try it on the next girl, and it's like never gonna stop the pattern. So you have to be like, that's kind of disrespectful. Like you gotta help the next sister out by letting him know that. Yeah, exactly. Pay it forward.
The thing is, like, I mean, that stuff happens because it worked with somebody else.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like on the first date, like I don't know your last name, but I want to know about sexual position because the last chick you asked you never met with.
Right. That's what my friend. I talked to one of my girlfriends. I'm like, this guy had to look at this text message. She's from Jess. So she had to like tell me, she's like, this is how it is. You know, it's like the thirst is real.
No, yeah. I mean, I met a guy.
Yo, is that a trending topic?
No.
Thirst is real. What happens when the dream is real?
It is.
Thirst is real.
I'm like, yeah, and I feel like I've been like, and I don't know, maybe because in like when I was in DC or PG, like people that I've met, like we all kind of like knew each other. People like they look all the same, you know. So I think people probably do not do it over me. But out here, it's like dudes, they don't even like receive caution. They just like, wham, like hold up.
Yeah. One of the unique things about New York is that, especially coming from DC, the classism that is so prevalent there can't really exist in the same way here because you're just interacting with so many different types of people. And so things that might fly from, say, like a certain type of dude, you don't necessarily see just that type in your car or going to an event or something like that. Like, you run into different types of people. Some of who are just fine, and like the first time you meet them, you're like, oh, he's normal. Until, you know, he takes you a picture with his dick.
I was gonna exactly bring that up. I met a dude outside the laundromat one day. I kid you not, like hours later, he's sending me text. First of all, how do you even know I received text messages? You didn't even call me or anything first. But your first text message is like a picture. I'm like, what? I'm like, I barely even remember his name. Like his chest, like at like back in my face. And I'm like, I just met you 2 hours
they got those pictures already saved.
Exactly.
What's that just calling card? That's contacting
Those shots are not hot.
I was just like, hi.
You got to save in the camera roll.
You see the egg longs?
Needless to say, I had nothing else. Yeah, I just didn't even know what to say, and I left it there in disbelief and shock.
What did you say?
You never responded, right? I hope you
No, I was just like, I just met you. And he's like, yeah, like, I mean, it was obvious, like, he was just as bamboozled as I was, like, as if, like, what, you know, isn't this normal? No.
In his world, that worked well for him.
Yeah.
I don't know what normal is anymore.
I just,
He doesn't exist.
met you outside the laundromat. He
There's
said,
a
picture.
large percentage of coming out.
I'm not adapting to this foolishness either. I was
That's a real statement, though.
Is it?
I'm not talking about just
okay. I was about to say, tell us.
Funny though, keeps it interesting.
Whatever you want, but I'm not doing it.
Keeps life funny.
But I just hate the fact that you have to always have to find yourself and chicks. I'm not even gonna go here with chicks or that approach me over guys. I'm not even doing anything but. I mean, they dump is they do it in like a nice little snarky like so and ask me questions. I'm like, man, do I know you? About guys, like those will be talking to a guy. This is like professional black circles. Some of these chicks out here on the low key that's like infatuated over men. They get all paranoid when they see somebody talking to them.
Twitter made it where I've had a friend. I've had people from 2 separate circles. One person DM me, Patrice, some girl that's on your timeline you're friends with, I think she's dating some dude I'm seeing. I'm like, I didn't even know. I'm so confused.
Yeah, I've been seeing all this nonsense.
Literally 2 friends of mine were like dating the same dude. He's in a relationship with one girl and living with her, and my other friend didn't even know. Like they never even met, but I knew both of them. I'm like, I don't want to be in the middle.
I can be in the middle.
I'm just like, it be like the most
you living with somebody and living another. That's a lot of work.
And they say something silly one time.
Yeah, clearly not. I mean, either.
I will calmly like tell you.
Juggle.
Yeah, the juggling.
That was some craziness.
But no, I mean, New York is great, but you know,
Affluent 45
TV.
All that. New York is great.
Keeping it real.
Keeping it real goes wrong.
Approach you. That's crazy.
No, I've been approached on 2 separate occasions.
Interesting.
Yeah,
this is
like
Black Brooklyn, though. I bet you this is Black Brooklyn, though. This is what they have.
Grits and Biscuits party.
That's why Black Brooklyn.
Black Brooklyn. That's
right. Yeah.
Grits and Biscuits is kind of epic.
Oh, Grits and Biscuits is beyond.
Shouts out to freshman year.
What is that?
Grits and Biscuits is fun.
It is
fun.
What is that?
Dirty South dance party off the
like
hook.
The crowd.
Grits and Biscuits.
Whatever, because I went.
Nothing
In New
but
York.
down south. Yeah.
It's in Brooklyn.
It started off small and like I think it was in South Paul, then it got bigger and moved it to Williamsburg Music Hall. And this last time it was at Urban Plaza. Beyonce and Jay-Z randomly showed up. But it was like a really like niche like.
And they check
just
the scene,
we gonna go and just listen to like Juvenile.
Was it like a luxury type of thing for Beyonce and Jay-Z to go?
No, I mean it's getting bigger, so it's at Urban Plaza, but it's not like a club atmosphere. No, It's not. It's
How can
just
they have
it's just something that I mean. Obviously, I used to live in Brooklyn. Like if you got your ear to the street, you know.
How can they have it?
It's happening more often. It used to be kind of like once a year, and I think it's like 2 times a year. And I think they do it in DC. Like they starting to travel with the idea.
Grits and biscuits.
That's what they love. That gate that's on the outside isn't open anymore. They have like some gigantic black man holding down the gate. They check IDs on the way in and afterwards. Like it's like white people in the morning, and then like that bougie Brooklyn crowd. They like 2 to 6, and then like literally 6 is the cutoff. That everybody clears out, and then like the bikers and like the hood chicks come.
No, seriously, on a Monday I went to smoke joint. Having a smoke joint.
It's in Fort Greene. I want to go to Brooklyn. I need places to go.
Yeah, there's a lot of
Smoke joint is down the street. It's on the same. What is it called? Is that the one? It's across from Lanes. And it's a good barbecue. I mean, it's not the. It's not South.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
It's good though.
New York,
so
the
my
greatest
homegirl
city
and I
on
was
earth.
having like dinner, and then I'm like, let's go to Van Outpost. It's like Monday, like 8 o'clock.
I played that.
Uh-huh.
I played that.
What?
The Outpost.
I haven't been in a while.
It's hood now. Like
I was gonna say when I heard people were driving in to go to Havana Outpost, I was like, I don't want to go anymore. It's really
People were driving in.
like from Queens and like people travel to go there. Yeah. Yeah, before it used to just be some place we used to go like after hours, like go get hot dog and chill out. Now it's like, it's like the place to be now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it kind of ruined the like laid back.
Whoever owns is probably happy though.
It used to be that spot.
It's
I'm
good.
gonna
No, it's good. Trust me. One bite.
Can't you hear mayonnaise on?
Yeah, that Monday night, I was like, let's keep walking. Like, I don't even want to try.
Brooklyn desperately needs like another hangout spot.
Well, you know they're gonna probably start those other parties also.
The parks, the stuff in the parks, the concerts and all that stuff.
What's the other parties?
I forget their name right now. Maybe they're by the same who did the grits and biscuits. The some type of seafood. It's called
Crawfish.
Oh, the crawfish.
Yeah, they're the same people that did that.
They do grits and biscuits.
They were wilding out last year though, because they started out saying you can get in free for $5, and somehow we were able, or a suggested donation. Somehow I was able to get in, no one suggested a donation. By the time maybe an hour or 2 later when I was leaving, they were charging like $50.
$50?
They had VIP sections.
No, there was no VIP. You just
That's
walked in.
They had tents inside.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I was in one of those tents.
I
was in one of those tents.
What was this in the house? It was called Crawfish Grill. It wasn't at a house that size. It was like
$50 for them
back
to
or
go from a
something.
suggested donation to now it's required to be $50. I was like,
What the hell is it?
You gotta be about
Crawfish
So $50?
oh, and it was a mess when everybody would go sit down with their box.
And
they
they
box
bring
out.
all
And they go
their
in the
music
like-
culture
I have to admit though,
New
the
York,
Hanger
and
Days,
people,
I
they were the first people to sort of do it.
I was
The
in
Hanger
that
Days
tent.
were authentic. Those
I know
authentic Hanger
they get
Days.
that.
I
They ain't knocking it
Oh,
off.
no.
I know, but
Hey,
I
ain't
had
knocking it
I
off.
didn't know that
Go to
for
Essence this will be my 3rd year going to Essence.
Okay.
I think I'm talking $50 when I get the wings.
Right, Bourbon Street.
Off top, out this big.
The Hanger Days from like straight up, but the ones that they had at Crawfish
It was
Grill,
official.
it really tastes like New Orleans Hanger Days.
I think I had about 3
Yeah.
4
Did they
But
charge
you know what? The ones
It's
that
charge
they
me.
Yeah, it's like
Is there a
$5,
panel
but it
going
was
on right
what,
now?
till-
Yeah, so
no.
what's her name? Lindsay from LinkedIn. Check it out. See if it's over there.
It was at a certain
Angela Yee
time.
was out there. from
Terrence
Breakfast
Shea
Club.
was there. He was on the mic. I couldn't believe it. I was like,
I just seen him on mic.
he was on the mic.
He was on the mic. I
I
wonder.
like, this is not a club.
You know what? I
Oh,
laughed
six.
when the 2 girls got into a fight.
Because there was
Because
a fight?
there were these 2
Definitely
chicks
was.
that got into You saw it, right? There were these 2 chicks that got into a fight. And someone had a gash across her forehead.
Oh my
When most people were going in, I was like, all right,
New
you
York,
ready to
also
go?
the
Because it's
scariest
time for us to go
place.
right now. I'm not
When
just walking
it's
anybody.
too many different types of people, you gotta go, man. Because
Nah, they talking
if
about
you, like most people be chilling, but then when that crowd come through,
Yeah.
They try so hard to shut that down. Like I'm really good friends with Maurice and Alzo who like do all those things. But word just spreads like so fast. And the conversation you were just saying about grits and biscuits turning over, like that's like a serious conversation. Like what do we do to keep it from like do we shut it down? Do we make it once a year? Like, how
college,
does it happen?
you gotta do the college People gotta put in our Gmail address.
Or maybe you start charging
No,
higher.
look what happened to Facebook.
Maybe you charge higher.
Yeah, yo, remember when Facebook was
College
only?
Now my little sister on
Before your grandma got on Facebook.
Yeah, grandma be on there.
Scanning your old baby picture.
Like, how you gonna tag me?
In certain ways, I feel like. You know, like think about.
This is a sweat party though.
Yeah.
I
was in that thing with some Chuck Taylors on the V-neck, and I had this.
I was gonna say it's not even worth getting dressed up.
A snap.
Oh no, you can't.
I like this.
You better pull your hair back and be comfortable.
You can really just party.
Yeah, it's no pretentiousness. It's like this.
Well, I'm in a great environment. I'm a party. I ain't pretentious at all. I'll just party around pretentious people. Like, hey.
Yeah, but some kind of parties you get awkward when people just want to stand around like this.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I came in my dress. Like, you feel me? This is what it is. You're like, it's not that deep.
Guys do it too. It's funny.
Oh yeah, guys do it. Guys do
They just
it.
want to stand there with their little bow tie.
And do it like, oh my god.
How you doing?
I don't know what's worse, that or like the two-step. Guys just doing two-step and expecting the girl to do all the work. Like when you dance, shaking it and the guys, yeah. Like, what is going on? We dancing?
That's how he masks the fact that he can't.
Huh?
That's how they mask the fact that they don't have
I will not confirm or deny that.
I will not confirm. You plead the fifth?
I plead all
No,
of them.
that's it. I'm
1 through 5, I plead.
You know, now that Onyx and all that stuff is out and they can't get wild up in there. For Onyx back in the day?
Girl, I am a year in. I don't know.
No, Onyx from the early 90s.
Oh, the rap
Yeah, I was like, okay.
I'm talking the group. Remember when they used to get in the circle and do all that extra? And that's when guys used to get all wild up in place.
Right.
And Southern boys dance too.
Yeah.
I'll say
California
Southern
boys
boys dance.
dance.
Yeah, they do.
Definitely.
Oh, you from Cali? What part of Cali?
The best part on
Oh, yes, that
Unapologetic.com, Mike's features him admitting to dancing. I've never pegged Mike as a dancer.
I saw him dance.
Yeah, a lot.
No,
as a kid and like to dance.
Because I know
Oh, as a kid, he loved to dance.
I can even now. I don't know. Me either. I would pay
We can
money.
play some people dancing. I've never seen Mike.
Well, I've never been in that sort of environment with Mike, but I would pay good money to see him do the moonwalk. Like he said, he was influenced by like Michael Jackson and Chuck Berry, and
we do this thing
that
where
features
like,
on
you dance with a girl and
Politics.
she can really dance.
Yeah,
You
I
have
would
to keep up
totally
with it,
pay
otherwise,
money.
like, if she
I can't
can't,
imagine
she
Mike
should.
dancing.
So that's why one of the things at the party.
Yeah,
So you
he
never
was
know
like
you
he
should,
was
so
the
you
kid
actually
that
have
people
to
would
know how
like.
to-
Tell them
Yes,
to
yes.
That's just like when they bump them on
Like, so a girl would be,
The more you know about the people you think you know.
So basically, you have to be able to keep up. So like, if she switched, like, and that was the thing, like the girls be trying to basically like break you off like crazy, like so they'll switch it up real good, but you gotta be able to, you know what I'm saying, bounce back with them. So like we know how to dance. It's like you got to. You can't get shook. Can't be at the party getting shook. They gonna talk about it the next day. Shook.
That shook.
Yeah, shook, man.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to be back tonight.
That's the only one thing I don't like about here.
Okay, back.
You know what I mean?
Not so much, not a lot of them.
A lot of people just worry about keeping it cool.
I will be back.
Yeah, a lot of people just want to, keep it. I'm just chilling. You know how I
Get
do.
out of here. I don't like people like that.
Yeah.
I said I don't like people like that.
No, I'm talking about like if it's like a party environment, you want to be protector. You know, like get out of here, like be real. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like
Have fun. That's what it is.
my thing is you gotta have fun with life. You can't be living life and just trying to like have an image. Like have fun, be yourself. You know, stay true to self. Stay true to thyself. And if somebody don't like you for being who you are, then
You gotta get to that.
I say it's your loss. That's what I say.
You lost my game.
You gotta get to that level of
So,
confidence.
how
But
did you
I mean, I
enjoy
feel like,
NYU?
you know, that's a high school mentality.
NYU was good. Actually, Patrice not awful good.
Yeah, I know. I looked when I was doing a video. I looked at you guys' body.
Right. Because I know you're thinking about. Dude, you're gonna have a great time.
You know, I really want to go. I told my
This is
family,
my
I'm not going to apply anywhere else.
Yeah.
If I don't get it, I'm just going to wait till next year.
You're like, that's it. Do or die.
This is the best school.
I will say this,
public relations.
just above like whether it's good academically, X, Y, and Z. the resources that you have by going there are like bottomless. Like you will have access to so many things, and like yeah, that's all I can say. Like take it, you have so many things to take advantage of.
You get
the network.
Yeah, I'm doing a dump right now downstairs. Footage dumping on my computer so I can free up some space.
Cool.
But we tapping a lot of interviews and done a lot of this stuff. So
yeah,
footage is good.
You see anyone out there to potentially?
Are you gonna be interviewing some more?
Yeah, Kyle.
I do want to get some more.
They just brought trying to get Kyle, trying to get Tamika Flowers.
Yeah.
But yeah, because I know with the film school, the director of HBO documentaries.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if he still does, but I think Spike Lee was
we were
teaching
talking
there.
about that.
Yeah, like I said, it's just like, yeah. And people, a friend of mine is in Tisch now. She's actually graduating drama student, and like she wrote a play, and they like she's a student, and she wrote a play, and they gave her a space, and she did it for 2 days, and I went both days, and like. Random actors, like people, like there are people like once you have a connection at NYU, people always go back. Like a playwright came to see her show.
Like Norton does stuff.
Yeah, Delroy Lindo, who was the father of Brooklyn, he's very much engaged with the school. Yes, and he's very much like he's at NYU all the time. Like he came to see her show, so that's what I mean. It's like the community is so strong there in terms of just like especially Tisch for sure. Like, yeah.
I need like that's the thing. It's like
yeah.
I'm not going.
Oh, that's way up there.
Like,
that's Kingston.
It's number one.
The only thing you won't like is the fact you're paying a lot of money, but otherwise you're gonna, it's incredible.
It's worth it, man.
Yeah, it's worth it. I mean, it's an investment in your career. It's an investment.
Yeah. I tell people all the time, like, you know, I want you, like somebody wanted me to go to grad school. The school I went to undergrad at down in North Carolina. I'm like, small time school.
There's no activity there.
Right, exactly.
You can be around creativity and outside of classroom, there's all sorts of like openings and it's not independent. Yeah, I don't know.
No.
It's either
here
here or
you'll find like-minded people, get inspiration.
It's either here or California, right?
And I still prefer New York to Cali.
Nice. All right, here we go.
Yeah.
Where are you?
Move this out of the way for you.
Well, that was entertaining.
I'm bringing it back.
I haven't seen anyone do that.
Oh. Sorry. Oh, me.
I'm so happy to not be sitting here anymore. I'm so happy to not be sitting over there anymore.
Oh, you gotta do the face, right?
Yeah.
Open them? There's an open one right here. Come on. But you just...
Push it out. Push it out.
So what's going on?
What's
going on, bro?
That's all right, man.
What's up, live?
What's up, everybody?
45.tv. So were you on the panels today?
Yes.
Which one did you do?
Exit strategies, career changers.
Okay. How was that?
It was great. Great. We got
Your thoughts, real quick.
Put an amazing group of panelists on there. Tony Harris, Mr. Robinson, and the woman from Columbia here at the business school. So I felt it was enlightening. I got enlightened by being on the panel.
Tell everybody a little bit about yourself and what you do.
My name is Julian Gordon. I am a purpose finder. My company is called New Hire, and we help high performers understand why they perform high. So a lot of high performers perform high by chance, and we try to help them perform high by habit, by interviewing them and helping them see their behaviors and beliefs that allow them to continue to replicate that high performance going forward.
What led you to the path of where you're at right now?
Well, for me, there was two events that led me here. One was getting held up at gunpoint at the age of 18 in my car. So that was kind of like a wake-up call for me. And then having a parent who did everything that they were supposed to and ended up dealing with alcoholism. And so that kind of shook up my world and put me in a space where I said, you know what, let me define success for myself. Rather than pursuing success based on what my parents had laid out and what worked for them and got them where they were, what's success in my terms? And so I started going on this introspective journey, and now I called it the interview process, and that's what I do today, is help people interview themselves. You know, interview is an exchange between you and a potential employer to see if there's a fit for a job, but an interview is a conversation between who you are right now and who you know you could be right now. Not who you know you could be 5 years from now, 10 years from now, 20 years from now. Who you're being right now versus who you know you could be. So it's
my work is about helping people close that. Identify that gap and then close it.
And how many people are you currently working? How many clients do you work with currently?
New hire, we have 3 clients. Biggest client is PricewaterhouseCoopers, where we work with 2,000 of their senior associates as they transition into a leadership role and advance their careers so that they can understand their high performance habits and actually, as they step into a leadership role, help their team perform at higher levels as well.
Got you.
Yeah.
Dream Awake.
Yes.
Tell us about that.
Well, to dream awake, a lot of people daydream on their day jobs or they dream at night. And what I found and where I'm most alive is when I'm dreaming awake. And to me, DREAM, the acronym, stands for having your desired relationships, employment, and money. And I think we all want a balance of those 3 things. But some people pursue the money first, and then they get the job, they pursue the money, and then they worry about relationships in the back end. And I think our generation, we actually want to have all 3 at the same time. Not to maximize all 3 at the same time, but to find each of our own individual unique balances between those 3 elements. A lot of people settle for work-life balance, and for me, work-life balance is secondary. I think we should start with finding our life's work. And when you find your life's work, everything else balances out. And given that, that's where you spend the majority of your life.
Thanks for coming on. Where can people find you and find more about you?
Find me at juliengordon.com. That's JULLIEN Gordon, GORDON.com. And every Sunday night at 9 p.m. I have a call for high performers. It's called the Higher Call, and it's a great way to start off your work week. We have guest speakers speak on all kinds of things like online branding, finding mentors, networking, etc. And you can register for that call for free at performhigher.com.
Mr. Gordon, thank you so much. You're welcome. All right, buddy. Tamika!
Julie?
Yes, I do.
How are you?
3 flowers.
What's up?
What's going on?
Oh, great.
How you been?
Good. Thank you.
So we're live right now, you know that.
Glad. Can I move that bottle?
Yeah, you can.
It's kind of like an eyesore.
Right on now, dear.
So what's up? How you been?
I'm good. How you been?
I've been great.
Good. What's going on?
Last time I saw you, we did a panel together for the elevator pitch.
Yes, we did.
Back in
That was a long
November.
time ago.
Yeah.
I feel like that was like 4 years ago.
I know, right? It's
Yeah.
crazy. How you been? What you been up to?
Wow. Well, a lot actually.
Mm-hmm.
So I am the founder and executive director of Hot for Life.
Yes.
That's a youth empowerment, it's the premier youth empowerment organization in New York City, where we engage, educate, and empower young people to be extraordinary. So I've been working on that. We're a contracted vendor with the Department of Education. So we are in several schools throughout the city, and we're kind of like winding down the school year now. So at that point in time, things get really busy and we're all over the place. We're also in the process of planning our first brunch. It's called Shades of Beauty, Women of Inspiration. So it's a brunch for women and girls. And we're going to honor 6 dynamic women in different areas. One, a woman who is instrumental in bringing issues of girls and women to light and really supporting women and girls in the community. Another woman is for a woman who supported us. Third one is called Ladies First, and that's a woman who's more notable, but has been like really committed to having, being a role model to young women. And a couple of people, I can't announce who it is yet, but there's a couple of people there. And then we're honoring a young lady who actually I can't announce that either because she could be watching, but who's actually been with us for years, and we're really excited to have her. So we're really getting a lot going with that. I mean, that's just one of many things. On top of me being the founder of Epiphany Blue, where we do events and wellness and event programs, and then I'm a yoga instructor.
Wow, you have a lot going on for sure, and you came to stop by. You had the time to stop by to today's conference. Which panel did you speak at?
No, not yet. I'm speaking on the health panel, which I believe is at 3, or is it 3? And then the other one's at I think it's 3:45, and the other one's at 4:45. The other panel is about women, like being progressing as a woman in your business, and what that means, and basically, when I think about that panel, the reason I really want to be on that is because I know that I came from the entertainment industry.
Yeah.
So the entertainment industry is very male dominated. And there was a book I read called Play Like a Man, Like a Woman by Gail Evans, and I read that and that modeled how I conducted myself in business. So when I think about panels discussing with women, how to really conduct yourself and also, play the game like the way men play, but like a woman does.
I really love to be part of those types of panels. And of course, the health one is a no-brainer.
What are some points that you want to drive through for that panel?
For the health?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow, a lot. Number one, you know, the biggest thing with health is obviously how you take care of yourself physically, mentally, and emotionally. And a lot of times we allow the work that we do to really take over and stress us out. And, you know, it's really about, I mean, we just talk about finding balance, but it's really about taking time to do the things that you love and appreciate to do. And that's something as simple. Most people think of health as working out, eating right. Oh, yes, very much so. But mental health really focuses a lot on really taking the time to do the things that you love to do, and that brings you in some type of emotional balance and mental balance in your life. So for me, I mean, I do what I love. So that's, you know, no brainer. I love working with young people. But as executive director, I'm not always in the classroom. So every once in a while, I'll take the time to go into the classroom and really work directly with the young people. And then I also have, we started a mentoring component of the organization where we're going to mentor 10 to 15 young ladies in the 10th grade. So that's my thing I'm going to do on Saturdays. So I'm really balancing out the work as executive director with the passion of, you know, improving the lives of young people.
Now you have multiple businesses.
Mm-hmm.
Talking about health and stressing out. Mm-hmm. What can you expound a little bit about telling these young entrepreneurs, like, if they don't have a passion in what they want to pursue, they'll get stressed out, and the activity it's not going to be fun. So
you just said it.
Okay.
You said it nice enough. What I'm going to be talking about in the women's panel is my 3 Ps: passion, preparation, and pursuit.
Absolutely.
So basically, you know, I tell all young people, when you're adult and when you're in career, you're spending most of your adult time working. So I mean, at any given moment, you can spend 40 to 70 hours a week working. So if you don't wake up every morning inspired, not saying wake up every morning inspired, but if, you know, 5 days or 6 days out of the week, you don't, you know, 3 or 4 or 5 of those 6 days, you don't wake up inspired and, you know, really ready to, you know, take on the day and loving what you do, then you're going to be miserable. And that's when you really stress out, and that's when you really start to resent the work that you do. If you take a moment to think about what you would love to do if money was not an option, that's your passion. You know, think about the things that you consider your hobby or your side thing to do, and